Thanks for the heads up. Well, when we were trying the first round of this, my mic was working, his mic was working, and our fucking guest of all people's mic was not working.
Thank you, Mama Africa.
Yeah, so shouts out Maurice for letting us know that was actually not working. And I'm basically just going to intro this podcast and then fade off into darkness.
He's being kicked out.
Yeah, I'm going to perform a Sudoku on myself.
Yeah.
I love incorrect terms. But we have a guest here this week. It's our first guest of the Deep Seated Pocket podcast, episode 26. This is my homie, my bradda, the senpai, the fucking the shogun, the ramen master, the fucking snack attack medevac,
this shit's
fucking
getting
king.
rough right now.
This is my homie, Afro, the one and only. So I'm gonna go fucking fade off in the darkness and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
Hey.
What up? Welcome, Afro.
What's up? Thank you.
Again.
Thank you for having me.
Again. Maybe we'll start at, like, for the people that aren't familiar with who you are and how you guys know each other.
Yeah,
that's
a good way to do it.
Start with that.
Totally.
Because just recently he brought you up. I don't know if it was on maybe a previous podcast he mentioned you.
Quite probably.
But we've definitely talked about it off air.
Sick.
But I was like, yeah, he kind of like dove into a little bit. Yo, like my homie, like
The guy's a scumbag.
no, it's all good things. Don't worry. He had this crazy list of like stuff you've done, and I was like, yo, that's quite the resume of life you have so far. But I think to start off for sure, like, how did you guys even like get to know each other? How'd you meet?
Dude, I can go far back and I can go back. So I'm just gonna go back because far back will probably take like 5 hours. I came to Vancouver, I want to say 6 years back. I don't even know. The time's gone so fast, man. Like,
well, you seem like a pretty busy guy, so I can imagine.
Yeah,
the years
I'm trying to not be busy so I can hang out with my family and shit. But I came here, decided to. Well, I've always driven remote control cars. I think it's like more than 20 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I was always gonna ask, when did you first start getting into RC?
Wow, man, you're gonna make me think.
But to really start it off, though, for the people that don't know, where were you born?
So the reason why my name's Afro is because I'm from Cape Town, South Africa, and another reason, I stayed in Georgia for a little while, and an awesome lady called Dorothy Swearingen gave me my nickname Afro. But it was at first it was Afro J and Afro John, and then it went from that shit to Africa, and then Afro, and then Afro stuck. And I enjoyed the name so much that I pretty much, started business and everything around the name, because if you look at the logo, it's pretty much, well, the newer logo is the Africa itself with the rising sun behind it, and then the maple leaf on the bottom where Cape Town would be sitting.
Okay.
So I'm from that area, but I'm staying in Canada. You know what I mean? Like, my life was trying to get a safe place for my family to stay. Thanks for the background noise, sir. You're fired. So, yeah, I mean, if you can think about it, I come from Cape Town. I lived in the US for a little while. That didn't work out because of US immigration. If you're not going to spend $1.5 million per person, you can't stay here, kind of deal. And I refused to spend that much money. So for shits and giggles, my wife applied for citizenship, and my qualifications and her qualifications
to Canada?
For Canada,
okay.
Was exactly what the Canadian government wanted at that time.
Right.
And boom, man, the process went so fast that I thought it was...
How did that come to be? Did she just stumble across something? She's like, oh, maybe Canada would be like the backup? Or
we've always wanted to move to Canada, but everybody always told me that it's mega expensive. There's no freaking way that you can get it right. Like, forget about it. and you listen to people with more experience than you.
Yeah.
And between brackets, that's my dad told us there's no fucking way. Shit. She, like
Just
for
went
backup,
through anyways.
because the US was now becoming a problem. Like, I have a house, I have cars, but I'm not allowed to stay there, kind of deal.
Right.
So she,
Damn.
we were at that point, I had a contract with a guy in South Africa to teach him how to drift. He knew how to drift, but to help him to the point where he can drive in Formula Drift. That's
Okay.
what my job was with this guy. I was going to be his crew chief, spotter / slave.
Just to bring him up to speed, I'm kind of in the background here. You might not hear me, but just to elaborate, Formula Drift is like the top. It's like
At that time, Formula Drift was the top and the easiest because it's English, right? If you go to D1 Grand Prix, it's full Japanese, right?
Okay.
So for me to communicate to some guy that I need a set of tires now on
It's
my
the
car
ideal
because
choice.
my other tires are fucked, it's gonna be a problem. So North America was the limelight, number one, and the easiest. And because I was staying in Georgia at the time, it was easier for him to come with me than to go to Japan or Europe.
Right.
Right. So
The path of least resistance.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
I have friends and stuff over there. I had a house over there.
So you're committed. That
I was
you
100%. Yeah. Oh yeah. So
was that the house? I'm gonna bring up the fucking 1610 ad-lib videos.
oh my God. So
What's that? What's
so
that?
now he's going in. He's going even further
Oh.
back. So my history before motorsport was I was a pro skater in South Africa. So I had my own.
Which is one of the crazy things on the list, like his resume of life I was
Right.
talking about.
So I've always been into drifting. I've always been into remote control cars, but for money, skateboarding was my main form of money in South Africa. Plus, myself, my brother, and my dad had a wine farm that was 858 hectares of land.
Hectares.
Yeah, huge.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was big. Like we had 1,000 sheep, 500 cattle.
Oh my god.
The cat's having some fun down there. Yeah, so that's South Africa. My life in South Africa, ad lib, was two really, really, really amazing guys that had way too much talent. And I thought, fuck it, dude. Like SPF Media is the company back then. We decided to make a skateboard video, but these guys made videos, not like, it wasn't like 411 from back in the day.
Right.
It wasn't like any of those. It was a video, like it told a story. It was like cribs
A
and
film.
all. Yeah, it was a film.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, they made 3 of those, and all 3 of them are ridiculous, like out of control.
I bring them up because I fucking found them again recently.
Yeah.
I found them when I first met you,
Okay.
and so I found them again recently.
All right.
Oh,
So
Are those like online, or if people want to check it out?
So it's on YouTube.
Okay, we'll
And
get
it's-
our new intern over here to
Yeah.
throw
There you
it
go.
up.
This shit's funny. This is in my room in the house. So you like smoke. So yeah, that's on I think PlayStation 2 or some crap like that.
Look at that shit.
That's me war riding.
Oh, I just realized I didn't hear. I got it on screen now.
There you go. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and share the monitors here. Keep talking, guys.
So yeah, dude, like that's all I did every day is skate. And when I'm super tired, my legs don't want to work anymore, I would go grab my RC car and go thrash it in my skate park. You know, that kind of deal. I used to race.
That's a whole nother thing too. So you said you were skate park.
Yeah, so I had my own skate park shop, and a distribution company all in one. At first, it started out of my house. Which
is this the park you're talking about on screen?
No, this is some other
Okay.
underground spot that we used to go rip at. Like, so if you watch this video, you'll see like this is supposedly the cribs
right.
kind of part
Aspect
of this.
it,
So it'll show my
where
house.
the magic happens.
Yeah, that kind of deal. So I used to fly to the US and go buy Star Wars shit.
Oh, sick.
Oh yeah, I've always had toys, my brother. Always. I couldn't help.
The common ground. Like shit.
Couldn't help it. Yeah.
So the skate park you had. So
You'll see within this video, it'll show the skate park and how we designed it. And we built the skate park in a week.
yourselves or
Yeah.
Three guys was those three guys.
Myself,
were
Cheslin, and Christy Vian.
No, what was the name of their? There's three guys that would build, that helped build too. They would further build other parts and stuff. I remember.
Yeah, so there was Clive and Jamie. They were really good at doing woodwork and stuff, and they started their own company. It was Dope Industries at first, and then it became two separate companies because they didn't see eye to eye kind of deal.
okay.
So they formed two different companies, but now, for the goodness of myself, I can't remember the name.
I'll find it after this is up. I remember.
Right.
So these are the guys you linked with to build your park.
No, they came and hanged out, that kind of stuff, but they didn't help me build that park. Like that
Okay.
park was just me and two dudes, Christy and Cheslin. Cheslin was a guy that came from an area that had fuck all money, he had fuck all, and I felt fucking bad for the guy, and I thought, you know what, here's an opportunity to help someone.
Yeah.
Because that's in South Africa, that's what I did, man. Like I would take people and go, here's a fucking $100, dude. Just go buy some food, go skate, whatever, you know, that kind of deal. That was my mission, is to help folks. To this day, like my fucking mission, man, is to help with the
Just put
car
people
community and help people with RC and fucking, you know, just help people,
That's
dude.
dope.
Like,
Yeah. As it should be.
why?
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Like,
all on the
why
same
keep shit
team,
for
you know?
yourself if you can just share it and everybody's strong and it's fucking dope. Like everybody's having a blast. But yeah, South Africa, like I had a friend of mine, Garth Cornell, fucking amazing dude, was my best man at my wedding. Myself and him and three other guys, which was Francois, Nigel, and Graham. Rest in peace, motherfucker. We fucking was a crew of BMX guys called UDX, Unorthodox. We were unorthodox,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We were different. Back then, the BMX racing scene refused us riding on the track. They didn't want us to build jumps to do freestyle shit. Nothing like that. So when I built my park, boom, first skate park in Africa to let BMX rides. Come, BMX, scooters, I don't give a fuck what you are, man. Just come smash.
How come they were so against BMX stuff?
Because I
That was a
don't.
big thing in the 90s too.
Yeah, 90s. In the 90s, if you're not a racer, dude, you're an outcast. That's it.
And also, BMX bikes in the 90s,
Would
40 to 50 pounds.
yeah.
Right.
Steel pegs.
Yeah.
Really mess up
Shit was
stuff.
weird.
You
Do
hit,
damage.
concrete curbing, and you'd fucking take chunks
Yeah,
of it.
it's fucking
Yeah, it's not like
dust.
It's not like the hate that was going on for skateboarders, where you just get some wax on the
Right.
ledge. You'd go to like
No.
somewhere and you take chunks out of the ledge.
Right.
You're destroying the spot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So then I remember a lot of skate parks. That was part of it, but there was still the big rivalry.
Yeah, for long. And it's still a little rivalry, right? Like there's still something going on. But yeah, if you look at this video, or if you watch the video, sorry, you'll see this is where we roll up to my skate park.
Yeah, I'll put it on here for the people. I got.
And I'll tell you, like the emblem 1610 was also designed by the guy that was a skater. We everything I did was to work with skaters. I didn't go to some other company or some other dude that had no clue about skating.
Right.
It was all skating. Fucking DNA skateboards.
And even an office upstairs.
Dude.
So you guys built this park, and then you said, so did you have like your distribution upstairs? Everything was in
Yeah,
this?
everything was all in this place.
That's awesome.
The shop was in that place. My office, head office was in that place. Everything was inside this one building. But before that, it was all in my house.
In a week,
Yo, it was
we
nuts.
built the park.
That's awesome.
But yeah, day and night, man. That's all we did.
Let's say from 8
Order
in the morning
takeaways and build.
till 7 the
That's it.
next
Smoke
morning.
pack on
Sleep a
pack of
little bit,
cigarettes, man. Like I used to
back
smoke back
again.
then.
Just keep on going.
Dude, crazy. Just 2 packs a day. Just fucking-
So does this place still exist or no?
No. No, I had to close it down when I left Africa. And that's yeah. With everything, every time I've moved, I've had to close something down and move, and then
Right.
restart, and then it's just part of the game, I guess. You know, whatever. That's how it goes, and I've pretty much figured out how to do that. I just pick up and go, and start over, and do it good, and do it right. And,
So how long did the pro skateboard career last?
flipping out, dude. Like, since I was
'Cause, dude, that's pretty crazy. Like,
long.
there's only so many people like have had that title or have that title, right?
Right.
To reach
Yeah,
that
so
status.
I used to be sponsored by Girl and Lakai and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. Mike Carroll and Rick Howard, Eric Costin, Rick McCrank, that's from Vancouver here.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys came to South Africa and came and hanged out and stuff. There's some
Really?
top secret.
Wow.
There's some top secret videos floating around that we've been hidden away of very crazy, sketchy shit. But they know, if they ever listen to this shit, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I guess that makes sense with Girl and stuff. Just in the clip I saw, like the Keenan on the wall.
So Keenan was a really good friend of mine, and fucking when he passed, that was pretty much the end of me and Girl.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. Because certain people lied to me about it, and like didn't want to tell me about it because I don't know why. Like,
About him passing?
yeah. They didn't want to talk about it. And
Okay.
maybe they were just as upset as I would have been. I don't know. You know, like things happen. Whatever.
Yeah. For
But
the
it
people
sucks.
that don't know, talking about Keenan Milton, used to be a pro skateboarder for Girl Skateboards.
Right.
R.I.P. Passed away.
Yeah, rest in peace, brother. So with him, man, like he came to South Africa as well. Him, Steve Bearer,
All the heavy hitters, eh?
Lance Dawes, yeah. Even Kerry Gates was gonna come, man, but
Really?
he was too chicken shit. So
To make the trip?
yeah, he was scared.
To fly? Or?
No, just to come to Africa.
Oh,
Yeah, he was scared of Africa.
really?
Yeah. It was just like, no, it's too sketchy. And I was gonna fucking try and get him like arrested, fake arrested kind of deal. Like, you know,
Just pay some homies to just...
yeah. I knew
Just
enough
fuck with
police
them?
and stuff,
Yeah.
so you know, get him arrested supposedly, but nah. Yeah, so they came. I met up with them in Johannesburg, which is north of South Africa. Went to Pretoria, skated Pretoria, some of the Johannesburg spots, and then went from there to Durban, skated Durban, have a huge session there.
So you'd meet up with them and kind of just take them on a tour
Yeah,
around and
yeah,
show
exactly,
them all
yeah.
the local spots
Yep.
and stuff, eh?
Yeah, because luckily, like, I was fortunate enough to just travel South Africa nonstop, like
Right.
once a month, twice a month kind of deal.
Yeah.
And it's a plane ride from Cape Town to Johannesburg. It's a plane ride, or you can drive there, but it'll take you like 13 hours drive.
Okay, so pretty...
not bad. But the
pretty
thing
good
with
distance.
South Africa, the roads are so freaking unsafe that flying is obviously the safest way to do it.
Are they just like
Just
not
people
updated
driving-
and paved? Like really?
No, just people driving
shitty?
because they're very lawless over there, right? There's not enough police for the people,
Hmm.
and they don't get paid enough anyway. So people would just drive.
Like maniacs. Just
Man,
Mad
I
Max
would drive
shit?
240 per hour. Like that's the norm. Like that's it.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude. Like I used to have a touring car for a car, like
Wow.
a racing car.
Yeah.
I used to have a racing
As
car
your
on the
everyday.
streets as my daily. Yeah. Rip some people, kill some Porsches, you know, that kind of deal.
So the
Yeah.
the place you bought, or the one that you saw in that video, that was in Cape Town.
Yeah, it's in Cape Town.
Okay.
Right.
And where did you grow up?
Cape Town.
Did you
Cape
say
Town.
grow
Yeah.
up?
Oh, okay.
So between Cape Town and a area called Potchefstroom, which is like up the west coast, in the middle of nowhere, which is where my dad's from. Like I used to go stay with my grandma and stuff and hang out there and stuff. But yeah, pretty much, you know, Cape Town, the Western
Was
Province
the
is
main.
where I'm from. Yeah,
Okay.
But at some point, like when I was super young, I lived in London for 3 years. So Cape Town,
London, England.
London, England. London. So born in Cape Town, raised in Cape Town, around Cape Town, moved from Cape Town to London, an area called Surrey.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Surrey?
Surrey, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of Surrey.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because that's right there. That's Surrey. Right?
Yeah. Same Surrey, right? Stayed over there, went to school for 3-4 years, and then went back to South Africa and lived in South Africa. Geez, I don't know when. And then
Till your teens?
yeah, till my teens and started traveling and just doing my own thing kind of deal. Outcast to the family, you know, like, because with my family, if you're not a businessman, you're outcast. That kind of deal. So made
like
my
how
own way.
How you're saying earlier, like to follow in the footsteps of other people in your family,
Right.
that type of thing. Like,
Right. If you're not following their footsteps, then you're a piece of shit. And that's it. Which is fine, because it just made me more motivated to do
Yeah.
my own thing, right? Like
For
with
sure.
my dad, it was like, look, you got to go work. Excuse me. And at that point, it was like South African champ skateboarding competition. I was like, work, skate.
Totally, right?
Skate
It's like, do
competition.
something I don't want to do, or do something I
Exactly.
fucking love to do. right?
Exactly,
Which
dude.
I'm sure was, you know, like you said, your dad is probably a bit hard for him to understand like,
Yeah.
that lifestyle, right?
Yeah, because he wasn't brought up that way. So he doesn't understand how that could even be possible.
Even at that time too, like skateboarding is still fairly new, so it's
Yeah.
it's an unheard of thing that you could actually live off of.
Oh,
that.
wait,
so,
what? You can
right?
make money?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
yeah.
And, you know, best way to make money is open a shop or a distribution company and then, you know, make money that way.
Mhm.
Or a skate park. But a skate park on its own will not carry itself. It has to have a shop, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, for sure,
you know.
right?
So, yeah, you know, fucking skateboarding obviously was my main thing. But I knew at some point
Something else
my
would
body
have to, yeah,
is
definitely.
not going to last, you know.
Skateboarding
Excuse
takes
me.
its toll, man.
It does, dude. It does. Unfortunately, it does.
That seems to be a big thing for a lot of drifters, is that they used to be in extreme sports.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
the body, we just
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess kind of like that adrenaline junkie type of thing, right? Where
Yeah.
your body starts to deteriorate, you know, gets its toll from doing whatever.
You can
So in
only
your
fall
case,
on your back so
skateboarding.
many times, dude,
Yeah.
until your spine goes no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just it. And that's it. Like, let's say 20, 30 years of falling on my ass. It's just like, okay. My bottom three decided to not crumble, but they started messing up. And the pillows in between them started squeezing out and pushing into my nervous system. So when you
no
sit,
good, no good.
you're fine, but as soon as you get up, it feels like someone stabs you in your bum. It's like, whoa, what the flip is that about?
Yeah, yeah,
And I lived like that for a little while. I was like, nah, dude, this is not good.
right.
Went to the doctor. The guy was like, yo, your shit is, yeah. You got a
been
problem,
better,
dude.
yeah.
Like, yeah, we need to fix that. So they fixed it.
Like with surgery.
Yeah, cut you open and then they shave them down, or they confuse them. Luckily, mine, they just shaved the cushions. They just shaved them so it doesn't go into my nerves and stuff. So that problem's fixed. Cool, skate like a maniac. Skate.
So after that surgery, you went back to skating.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like fucking... Once you can't live any other way, man. Like, so then I was like, yeah, skate, sick. There's
Were
a
you
lot
like
of
worried
skate
though
parks.
about like getting back into skating? Like even small injuries, say if you like roll your ankle or something, there's always that mental.
You know what? I never had that. I never had.
So you weren't worried about
the
like
what
if I'm
if.
gonna. Oh right.
I don't have. I still to this day, very very seldom have the what if. Nowadays, yeah, okay. What would happen if I have to leave my children and my beautiful wife on their own?
Mm.
It's not an option, right? So then, I'm not saying I won't, but I do think about, okay, if I'm going to go cliff jump, maybe I should make sure there's no rocks in the area that I'm jumping in. and then
Take
I go jump
some
it.
precautions a little bit, right?
Where back then it was just like, fuck you, whatever, just
Totally.
go. If I had a parachute, man, and I don't, I would just jump out here, like fucking couldn't give a fuck. Like that's how I'm still kind of like that, like, you know.
Right.
When it comes
it's deep rooted.
Yeah, and I can't really get rid of it. But whatever, who cares? But back then it was like we used to go jump into the ocean, man, and then climb out and then stand and then see a shark. Big ass shark. Like, okay, he's gone. Jump.
That's sketchy.
Yeah, but you don't think about it. It's whatever, dude.
You're like, oh, he's gone.
If I'm gonna die, I'm dying. Who gives a fuck? I did what I wanted, man. Like, that's the thing with me. Like, there's not something where I go, man, I actually wish I did that, dude. I haven't got anything.
That's good. Yeah.
There's no wish. I've done everything to the fullest, as much as possible, and that's it. And I still do. Yeah. And thank God I have a wife the way that I have. Like,
I always would like to say that this guy is my canary in the coal mine for fucking how much fucking fun you can actually have in life,
dude,
before it actually takes you out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like every time we hang out, there's some new fucking story or some bullshit or something, and you're like,
because there's too much stuff in my head, man.
Because that's life, right? If you hop on, it just keeps fucking.
Same with like going. I've gone around the world. I've gone a couple of places. Maybe I wish I could go into Moscow and go drift around that big, beautiful fucking buildings and stuff. But
nowadays, though, like now, yeah.
Totally. Man, I'd love to. Like, especially when it's snowing out there.
You still got time.
Oh, I do.
Right, make it happen.
I do. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I have a couple of friends over there. Andrea. But yeah, going back to the skating and all that stuff. Like skating, I realized. Okay, now you're back. Fine, sure. Skate. My one foot started going blue. Like for no reason, dude. Blue.
Uh-oh.
Like, what the flipping hell is this about? Like, why is it fucking screwing up? At some point, I hyperextended my knee.
Without knowing.
Without it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hyperextended it and
just cutting off circulation.
Pinched the freaking vein, the main artery that feeds blood through your leg. Pinched it. And kept it. And then it formed blood clots in it.
Jesus.
Yeah. So when it became really bad,
is it the femoral?
I don't even know what the dude's name is. Like,
I don't know who he is.
You weren't introduced.
But yeah. So go to the doctor.
Though, yikes.
Yeah, go to the doctor. The guy's like, look, man, if we don't like cut this open and remove this guy and replace it with this dude, you'll lose your leg. That's it. Below the knee, it's gone.
Holy fuck.
I was like, what? Okay.
Total wake up call.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
At that point I was like, whoa. Now skating is fucking, I have to stop.
Yeah.
You know, like I have to do something else now.
Well, blood clot. I mean, that's like
yo,
crazy
that shit
serious.
can go to your heart and kill you.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
And it has many already before.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. So, boom.
So he had that surgery.
That night, went into the hospital. Yeah. The guy chopped me open, and man, cut me open, dude. Like I was a pig, man. Like
You weren't awake, were you?
No.
Okay.
No, dude.
I was like, you just numbed out watching it or something?
No. So there's like a little bit of it sticking out here. Come on. See it right there?
Okay, yeah.
This guy goes to here, then there's a little spot, and then they go over here.
Oof.
So they chopped me nice. But the problem is, if I was a good boy, which I'm not, fucking...
I'm assuming this is going to be with the recovery or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, stitched me up, stapled me.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, fuck, man. So I had to lay...
Are you in a cast or...
Like this weird little air cast thing.
Okay.
Just to kind of keep my legs straight for, keep it still,
Keep you still.
No. So, instantly, man, like, as soon as I could walk, crutches and skateboard. That's it. crutches and skateboard. And I started looking at my scar, man, and it started pulling open, dude. I'm like, whoa.
I've had one of those.
So wait.
So after it's healed, the scar is pulling open, or
Well, no.
it's still stapled.
It's still healing
Yeah,
and shit.
okay.
It's still got staples and stuff in it. But it's tearing open and then it bleeds a little bit. I'm like, okay, chill for a day, 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, it's closed up. Fucking play.
Roll around a little bit.
Right. Well, as soon as they were like, okay, staples out, all that shit, skate. But now, because they cut through my shin and stuff, they cut all the nerves off. So the front of my leg, if I go like this, it feels like I touched my bone. Like that. It's weird. It's just weird. It's like someone injecting you in your mouth and you have that weird tingling numb sensation.
Yeah.
It's that permanent.
Right.
But I can still feel my foot.
Right.
But when I kick, it's weird. It's just this weird feeling. So when I do kick flips, it's like, whoa, what the fucking what? Anyway.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of kick flips kind of started going away, like fucking nollie flips, weird. All the crazy weird little technical flip things was gone. But I was like, wait a minute, man, mini ramp, dude. So I just started ripping just mini.
Yeah.
Just getting minis and trannies and stuff. So that went on for a while, dude. Like,
Just had to adapt with it.
Exactly. But slowly but surely, I was like, you know what, cars. That's it. So at the time, I had like a.
Was there like people you hung out with that were into it and kind of like exposed you to that, or like how did
cars?
How did
My dad used to be like a stock car driver, like a oval track dirt racing guy.
Oh, okay.
My uncle used to do that.
Right, but my dad always used to tell me, if you can roll a car and get out and walk away, you've learned how to drive. That's the way my
was
dad
his
looked
motto?
at. Yeah, that's how he looked at things. But his family was always into cars. He was he's still a very successful businessman. And one of the little ventures he decided to go in is to buy an exotic car dealership, that's where the problem came in, like big time. My dad would bring home a Porsche Cup race car and I would just steal it. I would just rip it.
As soon as he like goes to bed, you're just like take the keys.
He would leave the car in the garage, and then drive another car or whatnot. Your thing's gonna come loose. But
That's what she said.
But yeah, he would have random cars. Like he used to have a Lotus Esprit Turbo. We used to steal that. Like he used to have 928 Porsches. Steal them. Like we used to just jack his cars because he was business, right? So he would fly around nonstop. He would be on the road nonstop. And
So
his cars.
Is that where you would have got this truck that you took Maris for a drift on your first date with?
Yeah.
And what kind
totally.
of truck was it?
Exactly. So it was a Toyota 4Runner, which you guys would have here, but South Africa never had them. But my dad's place imported 3 of them. Yeah. And I jacked one and drove it, and then we rolled that one. And I didn't even drive. No. This is not the first date.
You didn't roll it on the first date.
No first date roll. Maybe third date roll. But
so you guys you took the want to roll. You took it a bit too literal.
Let's go for a roll.
Yeah, you want to roll? She's like, yeah, okay. No. Afro's gonna...
No, with the rolling part of that, we were on a road trip to a place called George. They had their own skate park, which actually that closed down this year. Yeah. Yeah, fucking. But listen, this is oh my God. Here we go into another direction here. So.
Love it.
But George, once a year, had like a skateboard competition. So I used to take fucking myself, and 3 other guys. And we used to rent a freaking bungalow and stay in this bungalow. I used to pull a trailer. At the time, I was skating for Vans. Fucking had a whole trailer full of Van shoes for to show people shoes and stuff, right?
Right.
You know.
Okay.
And some free sneakers, whatever. My kind of deal.
Promo run.
Go to George, trailer full of shoes and stuff. Here we go. And Get to George, skate, go crazy. One of the kids were like adamant he had to go home. Like he had to fucking go home. This was Sunday night, like, dude, like 2 o'clock in the morning. No, we gotta bail. Let's bail. I'm super tired. I'm like, okay, sure, I'm gonna drive.
Homesick or what?
I don't know. But yeah, just had to go home. And at that point, this kid was like, who's the best skater now? Nigel Houston. He was like Nigel.
Okay.
He was a fucking machine.
Just a savant.
Dude, skate this? No problem. Wow. Just kill it. It's like 50 tricks. I'm like, wow. Fuck you. What the fuck?
Making us look bad over here.
Yeah, what the
bro.
heck? Yeah, exactly. It's just a machine. So we skate George. Mr. Muller used to be the owner. Awesome dude. Hang out the whole weekend. Just have an awesome time. The local kids trip when we come, man, because they know it's just mad skating coming. So we hanged out the whole weekend. Sunday night, man, I want to go home. Fucking I'm like, okay, Jesus. I'll drive as much as I can, and then someone else have to drive. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Sure. So it was me, M, Christy Vian, Craig, and Muska. We used to call him Muska. Seamus was his name. Here we go. Drive. So Christy is sleeping in the dog box in the back. And the other two dudes are sitting on the back seat. Why do I think it was? Yeah. And then myself and Marissa in front, drive. Hauling ass, man. Like I said, the speed limits over there is whatever you want to do.
They're more like speed suggestions.
Whatever you want. As fast as your car can go, that's how fast you'll drive. Sure. Go. Fucking...
Then what happened?
Drive. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm getting tired. Fuck this. Okay. Craig, he's going to drive. Seamus sits in front. Myself, Marissa will sleep on my lap. I'll hold her. And then still... Christy in the dog box, and the trailer's still behind the truck, or whatever you want to call the vehicle. Driving, I'm like, okay, he's doing good. He's driving okay, like fucking looks like he's got it. Okay, fuck it.
So you're like, okay, I'm gonna, get some sleep.
Start calming down, pass out, kind of deal. Holding on to Marissa's fucking body. Drive. And all I hear is, oh fuck, a buck.
Oh shit.
Right? But now you think, huh? What the fuck did I just hear? And I feel the motion of the vehicle. I'm like, oh fuck, dude.
Of him swerving out of the way?
Swerving and then swerving back again. Right? I mean, you can swerve this way and then, swerve and then swerved. And this thing was raised up. Big fucking wheels, crazy.
And you said you're towing.
And I'm towing the trailer behind it.
Oh,
so it whipped it.
I was busy.
So yeah.
It whipped.
Yeah.
So as soon as I heard, oh fuck the buck, and I felt the first swerve, I grabbed Marissa and I pulled it towards my head like this. I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
Fucking as tight as I could, man.
So what happened? So you swerved. So at this point, you opened your eyes on the second swerve, probably woke you up.
Well, nah, it was so fast, dude, that. The first swerve, hold her. Second swerve, whoop, flipped on the roof, poof, like this. And when it flipped, I remember falling into the roof and my sunroof. I saw my sunroof and it was just sparks.
Oh fuck!
And then out.
Oh.
Marissa's head knocked my jaw, both sides, snapped both sides off, like off. Like bubblegum mouth. Like that, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Boom. Off. And I woke up
Lights
with
out.
Marissa standing next to me, fucking crying her ass off, thinking that I'm dead.
Yeah.
Because apparently I got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long. She would know more in detail. But knocked out, hanging out the back. It's like a little door thing.
Okay.
I'm hanging out the back door, hanging. Then I hear fuck, what did I hear Seamus going, Christy, like calling for Christy. I'm like, okay, where the fuck's Christy? And I look at my feet, and my one van is gone. I've got one shoe on, another shoe's gone.
Slip-offs.
Like, we're there.
Yeah,
How the fuck?
Vans.
Dude, I was just like, what the flip? Okay. So I'm like, where's Christy? And they're like, we don't know. I go, Marissa.
She got tossed out.
I go, Marissa, everything's cool. Stay with these guys, right? I'm going to go find Christy. And I walk back from the direction we came from. I walked up this hill, like walk. Cigarette, smoke.
while your jaws just...
You have to like...
Yo, but at that point, I didn't realize. You know, you're so adrenaline.
Yeah.
You're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Walk. I hear someone moaning. I'm like, Christy. He says, fuck yeah. I go run up this embankment. He's laying in the thorn bush.
Holy shit.
Up this embankment. He's laying up there. His fucking forearm snapped, and this bone is like this.
Just
like
movie
that?
shit, hey?
And this guy, same. It's like this.
Oh no, that one's the... Whoa. If that
Bro.
One, you could fucking die from
That's
that.
the most painful one, yeah.
Quit.
So,
Femur.
fucking, I swear to God, as soon as I got to him, I sat with him.
He was
And gave him-
conscious?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't
Yeah,
pass
because
out
your
from the pain.
No,
yeah.
but it was, as a skater, your pain pheromones are so huge, bro.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
From smashing your shins all day long. You whatever. Like, you know.
Well, dude, when Adam bailed at this thing, it was a similar idea. You go into like almost shock.
Yeah. It's like, whatever.
And then at a certain point, you just start... Oh.
Yeah.
Just go beast mode.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Fucking give him a cigarette, fucking hang out talking to him. Yes, mom, he did smoke. Or his mom should know that. But anyway, and I fed him cigarettes as much as possible.
You're good, brother.
Freaking smoking a cigarette, I swear to God, when I sat next to him, poop, ambulance. Like, what?
So,
What the fuck?
who called him?
When we rolled, boom, 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 down the road, a semi-truck came from the front and saw us and radioed the
fuck.
ambulance. Ambulance, next town, boom. Bro,
Awesome.
Right.
they were like, oh, yeah, because we were in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude. South Africa is rural as crap. Like, you can drive 30 minutes out of town, no
And
cell phone, no
be out
gas,
of town.
no nothing. Wild animals everywhere, kind of.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, boom, ambulance, grabs Christy, whoop. Seamus, I didn't realize, had his arm went out the window and the road scraped all his tendons. Fucking ripped them all. So he had fuck all. You know?
I had a
So
friend
they...
who lost her arm. Same deal. Literally same deal. Same time.
This guy was lucky enough, man, that the doctors reattached all his shit. Yeah.
Saved it.
Yeah, saved his arm.
Holy fuck.
Like an ambulance.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Yo, medication is crazy, dude. Like, you know, it's
It's
fucking...
getting crazy.
Yeah. And this is way back when.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fucking in Africa. But yeah. So we waited. That ambulance bailed with them. And we waited. And another vehicle
For another
came.
one, or?
Yeah, another one. And then we jumped. Myself, Marissa, and Craig jumped into that one. Craig was in shock. Like, he was in shock out his ass. Like, number
I can
one,
imagine.
you know. So he was like, yeah, I was only driving 90. It's like, oh, yeah. Miles per hour? He goes, yeah, it says 90. I go, no, that's miles per hour, dude. He goes, oh, fuck. Yeah. And
My bad.
Whip cut to fucking...
yeah. But we rolled 300 meters, man.
Oh.
Like fucking just fucking milkshake machine, like
That was in the Toyota.
in the Toyota 4Runner.
You're so lucky that was a fucking Toyota.
Right. Because this 4Runner, the pillars in the 4Runners are like a roll cage, man.
Mm.
It's fucking sick.
That's like my favorite show, Top Gear, when they do the episode when they try to fucking destroy one of those.
Exactly.
They literally take it to a junkyard and they drop it on its roof upside down.
Yeah.
And with regular cars, it would just crush the pillars.
Right.
And they just drop it from like 10 feet in the air or something. It just goes, kunk, and it's like fine.
Perfect, no problem.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
You guys are
Toyotas,
lucky.
man.
You would have been in a fucking sardine.
Yeah,
can.
yeah. And I went and looked at it afterwards. I was like, yo, while these guys are at the hospital, I want to see what my truck looks like, man. And they showed me. It was like still good.
Yeah, you can start it up.
Yeah, it was still running. Well, the fucking funny thing, it landed on that embankment and it was idling with the lights on, shining into the air. Yeah, it was still good. We could have driven home.
Was still running.
We could have fucking drove home, kick the front window out and go. But
Fuck.
that's just, like that's. I get to the hospital or the doctor. It was more like a clinic kind of deal, but rural as trap. Of course, like just super rural.
Just like the best they would have for that area, eh?
Right, exactly. Get there, Marissa has glass like in her head.
Yeah.
So instead of going, okay, cool, we're just gonna remove it really slowly, and no, this motherfucker takes a sponge and starts scrubbing her head. Like fucking scrubbing the glass out. I'm like, yo. What are you doing, dude? You're gonna fucking, why?
Yeah.
Like, take it easy. So the doctor goes, oh.
You're like, move aside, let me do it.
Right. So the doctor goes, oh, you broke your collarbone. So I go, bullshit. And I go, what?
To you?
Yeah. And my fucking collarbone's like this. So he's like, oh, yeah, we're gonna have to. I was like, fuck no way. And I'm like fucking with it and fucking with it.
This is sorry, it was the reverse. I had something dropped on it.
Yeah, they have the other one, right? Like where they drop it off that building or some shit.
They put it on top of a building that's being demolished.
Yeah.
And they can still start it up afterwards.
It's nuts, man.
They park it at sea. It gets carried away by the tides. They pull it back. The guy comes back and like.
Look at that guy climbing into it.
Jeremy
Is he gonna start it up and just drive away?
Yeah.
And they, after they'd have 3 full episodes of trying to destroy it.
Oh my god. This is Top Gear.
Yeah, way back when it was still Top Gear.
Yeah.
Before fucking BBC started fucking with it.
Yeah, before you're just like, punches.
Asshole. So, yeah, collarbone sticking out. So I messed with it, and I fucking pushed it, and I pushed it back in place. And the guy's like, dude,
you're a savage.
what did you just do? I was like, dude, I just put it back in place.
Again,
he's like, oh fuck.
That could be bad, but if done right, it's like
it's fine. It's one's a little weird, like crooked. The other one's fine. Like,
isn't it collarbones you want to have set as fast as possible?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with anything.
I don't know.
With any bone to bone, yeah, for sure you wanna. But
what about your jaw?
He's like, oh, your jaw's kind of fucking messed up. And I go, what do you mean? And I go like this, like that, and the teeth don't touch one another. It's like all fucking like,
oh.
I'm like, oh fuck, what does that mean?
And you're like, wait,
you guys
what
know
is
your
wrong?
jaw is broken on both sides, dude. Don't fucking mess with it. I'm like,
You can't reset your jaw.
So what did they? Don't they have to wire your mouth shut, like to have
So
it?
when I got back, we hanged out there for like another 5-6 hours. Luckily, Marissa's awesome parents, dude, they freaking drove all the fucking way. Came and got myself, and I think Craig. Yeah. Came and fetched us. Drove us all the way back to the city. My jaw's like off, so I'm sleeping. Like, sleeping in the front seat. I'm like, fuck this. I'm just going to sleep, man. Like, Marissa's mom's like, dude, I've never seen someone sleep so nicely with a broken jaw. And she's like a nurse, man. Like, she's been a nurse her whole life.
Okay.
Right? Or heavily concussed, or...
I think so. I think so, dude. Anyway, get to the city, yeah. Fucking wiring and fuck all kinds of shit. But they extracted those teeth and these teeth so I can feed myself.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So, but it was so frustrating, dude, because I would drink smoothies, like say banana and strawberry smoothies, and all the little pips from the strawberries would get stuck in my teeth and shit. It used to piss me off, man. So,
well, how does the process work of like actually getting your mouth wired shut? Like, what do they do?
So,
like,
if you can imagine,
what's connected to what?
Well, teeth around your wire. I mean, teeth around your wire. Wire around your teeth, right? Like laced around your teeth.
Okay.
And then this is wired, and then wire from this guy to this guy, and then tightened. Like
Okay,
that.
so just whoop, keeps it. Okay.
Right?
Because your jaw has a certain pattern. When it's together, that would act as a cast.
Right, exactly. So,
Holy shit, dude.
man.
So it's literally your mouth's wired shut.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
hardcore, man.
It's bullshit. Because if you cough, it's like that.
Yeah.
If you talk, it's like that. So now I can talk like this, no problem.
Yeah.
Like,
All the
that
practice.
kind of bullshit. But and they keep it like that for 6 weeks, man.
6 weeks, eh?
And then they go,
so you're
okay,
just only drinking smoothies
Yes,
and just
that's it.
liquids.
I went like this, man. I lost mass like you won't believe.
Yeah.
Like I went super skinny. So
sure
when they
you
unfucking did my mouth, man, I went on a fucking food spree. Like I gained so much weight, dude. Like it was crazy.
You see food and you eat.
Everything. Like, oh yeah, let's go. Anything, everything, dude.
I know that similar feeling from like whether you're like on heavy antibiotics or other things.
Right.
When you can't eat.
Yeah.
When you
You're limited, right?
Yeah.
'cause,
That's
like,
crazy.
So when you got it out, were you like, was there a specific thing? You're like, this is the first meal I'm getting. As soon as I'm able to open my mouth, like.
When I had that skate park and stuff, I used to eat Nando's. I don't know if you guys are familiar. You must know Nando's, right?
Nando's,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
we know
Nando's-
Nando's like we found the sauce in Superstore.
Dude. So
Oh, the Nando's
Nando's
brand? Oh,
Nando's is from South Africa. It's a Portuguese
Oh,
guy.
really?
Yeah, and I know the guy actually. It's funny.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it's a Portuguese dude. Mr. Nando, a fucking Cape Town guy, just decided to start making chicken in Portuguese spice.
That fucking peri, dude.
In South Africa, we have
Yeah.
a lot of Muslim.
Right.
Lots of Muslim people. And they love Nando's.
That makes
So, dude, the guy went from to poof, just crazy.
right.
So Nando's, man, like the first thing,
It's really popular up here.
Nando's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
There's-
Indian and Hindi culture love spice.
Right.
So it's a different flavor of
Right.
spice.
Exactly.
And another option from like getting like fried chicken, some deep
Exactly.
fried something.
Right.
Everybody loves them too.
Because like I mean,
Dude.
out here we have like
Nando's.
fried chicken spots, but with Nando's it's
nowhere
more
close to it.
it's more flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
And
very
it
flavor
there's
based.
not really a competition for Nando's out here,
Yeah.
unless
That's true.
you go to a weird barbecue spot.
Shouts out Nando's. Get on the sponsor on the
Yeah,
Deep
come
Seated
on, what's
podcast.
up? Come on, man. I've been supporting you forever. No, it's okay. Yeah, the
I'm not
Gomes,
kidding.
You got the plug for the owner, man.
the Gomes family know me real good. Yeah, I actually used to skate with the two kids. Yeah, that's funny.
Shit.
They had a mini
What a
ramp in their yard
coincidence.
that I went to once, and they were like, "Oh, it's fucking this Afro shit." But yeah, used to skate with those guys. Fucking
Sorry to steal this again here. So doing those skate tours when you're going out with the Vans shoes and stuff like that,
Vans
is
and
that when
stuff.
you met Maris, or which one was that?
no.
Is that going further back?
That's even further back. Yeah, we can
Been
rewind.
together for
With Marissa, man,
A
like I was lucky to meet Marissa. I think, like, or I feel lucky to the day. Like with Marissa knew a guy that was into skating, and she had a boyfriend that was also into skating and stuff. Uwe is the guy's name that she was buddies with and hanged out with a lot. That was her best friend, and crazy enough, skateboard demo at a school. The school is the high school that she went to called DF Milan. Yeah, arrived there, got announced, fucking skated, hanged out, whatever. Apparently she was in the crowd. She's like, dude, I need to know this guy.
Oh, so she
That kind of
poached
deal.
you, eh?
Well, yeah, dude, it's pretty funny. I then kind of started skating on other areas, hanged out with Uwe, here and there, but we were still buddies, but I wasn't with them the whole time. asked Uwe who this dude is. Blah, blah, the story, you know, South African champion. Blah, 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 blah.
South African champion.
So
It's got a nice ring to it.
then, man, I went to Spain. Hung out in Spain, I
Which
think.
is a skateboard mecca.
Yeah.
Amazing spots.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Once or twice?
I went there once, when I graduated high school.
What area did you go though? Like
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Okay.
Yeah.
So Barcelona, obviously, like super ridiculous, but
Yeah.
if you don't want to be, if you don't want to be in the mainstream where everybody is, you go to Malaga, which is the coast that's right against Africa. Gibraltar is right here. Like, you can take a little ferry ride, boom, into Africa and then back. So, my dad had a house down there. So, steal the house.
Naturally.
You know.
Skate trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Skate trip
Let's go,
for
boys.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, dad's here. Wife, ex-wife is there. Fucking my brother and his wife. And my ex-mom's daughter was there too. But the house is big enough to hide away, kind of deal. Like, just, fucking go skate. So, yeah, a lot of skate spots.
Yeah.
A lot of skate spots. Way too many fucking benches and stuff like that. Came back. Well, should I say before that, I went to a party to Uwe's house. That's right. I went to Uwe's house to a party.
Which she was at?
She was at with her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend at the time. And
then you walked in. The rest is history.
I walked in and she already had bullshit.
I picture like an 80s movie, the door opens, the smoke comes out, you ride in on a skateboard. Like that scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Right. Yeah,
Just slow-mo.
So, cruised over there with Michael Goodwin and Glenn and fucking Uwe and all the... Dude, I can't remember who else was there. Oh, God. So, it was... I remember, man. I won't forget this. It was fucking thundering and raining outside. And Uwe has this huge-ass pool with a diving board.
Ooh.
Just calling me.
Just waiting.
Just talking shit. So I'm like, yo, do you mind if I swim? He's like, no.
Stormy outside.
But, it's, I'm like, whatever, bro. So Michael, I think Michael Goodman is like, yeah, sure, I'll do it with you. Michael Goodwin got shocked once so bad that the fucking fire started coming out of his elbow. So he's like, whatever, he's like,
what?
Yeah, he's an electrician.
Holy shit.
And he was standing in a hole working on wiring and by accident fucking rubbed two of the wrong guys. And his foot was in the water.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
wow.
Instant conduction.
Yo.
Fire came out his elbow?
Yeah, like he's got a big burning mark. He's got a burn mark here and then a burn mark where he's touched the wire.
Well, have you seen the shit where they do that to like trees or whatever and you can see it go through the tree?
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Person.
Right.
It just finds a way out.
It's scary, man. Anyway, so me and Michael Goodman go outside and I fucking go apeshit. Just lose myself in the pool. Fucking lightning. Gwah, gwah. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. This is perfect. This is what I need. Get out. So now, I don't know how it came to the point where I was like, okay, well, I'm going to bail. And then I think Marissa walked out with me to my truck. At the time, I had a big F-150 that I imported from the US.
So is this said truck from the drifting first aid story or a different truck?
No, different truck.
I was just like, more correlations?
So this truck, yeah, fucking big ass fucking Ford truck, like, which here it's a normal size. Over there, it's unheard of.
Right.
Yeah,
Like any American vehicle over there, you're like, what the who the fuck are you, bro?
Showstopper.
Yeah.
Where you from? So Marissa rolls out with me, and I go, man, hey, come with me. Let's go grab some coffee. Let's just go hang out, But like I was like, fuck, man, there's no fucking way. This girl. At that time, man, all I thought about is skate.
Mm-hmm.
Girls, it's just they're fucking awesome, dude. But it's too much fucking drama. Like, it's just too much, man.
Distraction.
Yeah. Well, exactly, dude. Like, I'd rather fucking keep healthy, learn new tricks, and just keep on ripping.
Mhm.
I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah, facts.
But she was different. Like, she wasn't one of those fucking, like, oh my God, okay, I have to fucking do this. I have to open the door for her. I have to fucking buy her this. Like, no. She was
She's
just
down.
She was a homie.
Yeah.
He was a homeboy. But with benefits.
Yeah.
But fucking dude, I was like, fuck man, this girl's fucking awesome. Like she's normal.
She gets it.
Yeah. She totally gets it. And she knows exactly what I'm about and what I'm for and how I live, and she knows that I won't change the way I live. Fucking that's just the way I am. Like take it or fuck off. Simple as that. So then I want to say I went to Spain, came back, went to a nightclub, and she was there. I was like, fuck.
Just
dude.
randomly.
Well, I don't know if it was random or what the situation was. So I bailed. Then Uwe invites me to a club. I'm like, nah, dude, something's fish. Like, why would this fucking dude out of the blue invite me to a club? So go to the club, hang out, and he's like, yo, drink some, man, drink something. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't drink. I don't have time for that crap. He's like, dude, just drink something. So I'm like, okay, fuck.
So it seems like something's up, eh?
Something's fishy as
Yeah,
flip, dude.
you're
Like
like
something's really weird. Like
trying to
number one,
plan
invite me to a
something.
club. Number two, start feeding me drinks and stuff. Something's whack. Anyway, start drinking. And I don't want to know, oh, I don't get drunk. But I don't get drunk. Like, it takes a lot to fuck me up. Whoa. Who the fuck? What? Marissa? Where you just come from? She goes, oh, hey. Oh, hey. She goes, you start talking. I'm like, fuck, dude, this girl's awesome. Okay, maybe I should try and fucking just be more than just a dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's see fucking where
So it
this
seems
goes.
like a little bit of a matchmaker scenario set up, eh?
So I start talking to her and we start talking and then I'm like, yo, you want to go for a drive? Yeah, sure. Okay.
Like,
I have my
that was
Forerunner
easy.
outside. Oh, where's your Ford? I'm like, no, piece of shit. Got a Forerunner now. Okay, let's go. So it's me, Marissa, her sister. Fuck, I can't remember the other dude, and Uwe.
So just packed in, eh?
Back then.
Yeah.
Forerunner, big wheels, fucking big ass fucking suspension. So I'm driving towards, it's called Uitzicht. No, it's not Uitzicht, fuck. It's whatever her area used to be. Can't remember the name. Don't really care right now. Drive up there, and there's this huge bank. Beautiful bank. With freshly planted grass on it. You're going down.
Yeah. You know where this is
Drive
going.
up it, and I slide it. Just a little bit of steering whip and just throttle. And I'm just going all along this thing. And over and them in the background, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Oh my God. Ah. We just drive off it, back on the road, and just go whole ass. Like, oh, go. Next morning, we drive past that sucker. Man, I want to say it's like 1.5 feet deep. 2 perfect tracks, just like along this whole bank.
1.5 deep?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I dug it out. Like, I didn't realize how soft it was. I was like, it's raining. Fucking go. Yeah, that's the story with the Forerunner, man. Like, that thing. Yeah. I had two of them. I think I ended up selling the other one. And I can't remember what car I got into then. I think that's when I bought the touring car.
When did you guys
Think
move
so.
to it was Georgia, right?
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Well, Warner Robins, Georgia, to be exact.
Right.
Yeah, how did that come? I mean, from South
Oh
Africa
my
to
God.
out of all places,
So
ATL.
this is a crazy, crazy, crazy story. Like, I realized that crap is going to go down in South Africa early. I have a lot of black friends and a lot of colored friends, and those
Just
guys warned
feel
me.
tension building.
Well, no, they warned me.
Mm.
They were like, dude, within the neighborhoods, people are starting to talk shit like this. They're starting to say this kind of stuff. This is the plan. This is what's going to happen.
There's just a split coming.
Yeah. Like,
Started.
our tribesmen are going to fucking start invading white areas. And we're going to fucking take stuff and kill people and rape. And that's it.
What year would this have been, dude?
This
You
is...
remember?
Dude. Can I call a friend? No, I'm not going to call someone. Let me make...
You've got
Yeah, you got
friends.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, M, when did we go to Georgia?
That's funny.
Let's see if she answers me back.
Straight up lifeline.
Stuff like that. I don't remember anything. Like,
Yeah,
it's
Jake
blank.
Okay, well, how about this?
Like 90s, 80s.
How long?
No, 90s.
90s.
Or 2000s and somethings.
How
Okay.
long were you in Georgia? It was like
That was 5... I want to say 5 years.
5 years or so.
Yeah, about the 5 years.
Yeah, and then you came straight here.
No.
Oh,
So what happened with Georgia? With Georgia, it's as simple as that. Like, I realized that South Africa is screwed up and it's getting more screwed up. I decided to close down my distribution skate park, the whole 9.
1610. Right?
Yeah, 1610. Decided to close it down after, like, I had it for 2 years. And you know what? It was 2 years of just promoting the crap out of skating.
Mhm.
I never did it to make money.
Yeah.
It was, for me, it was, I'm going to pump the shit out of
Just the
skating
passion,
to build
right?
it to the next level. That's it. To make people understand how sponsorship works, how shops should treat skaters, that kind of stuff. That was, for me, was the most important thing. And for underprivileged kids to go, hell yeah, dude, I can actually make a living from this.
Right.
Yeah.
I can actually skate and not pay for my stuff anymore. That was, for me, that was the biggest fucking thing.
Right.
So it cost me a boatload of money, but who gives a shit? Like, you know, what I got from it was like
There's a lot of
It's
other
worth
things you
more.
know.
legendary shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, I had people come from the US that would never come from the US.
Right.
Like not John Connor. Yeah, John Connor. You know the guy that has one leg cut off? Skates for Airwalk? And even Andy McDonald.
Okay, yeah.
I had
yeah.
him come over. Fucking a couple of really legit skaters came over and hooked up and hanged out, and it was just
That's
it was the
awesome.
bomb. But with you know, selling the distribution and then getting rid of my shares in the farm and stuff, Marissa was, at the time, she was a accountant, like educated accountant, like really got degrees and stuff like that. So what she did is she went and looked around and found this man, like for lack of words, motherfucking bitch. That pretty much what she does is she has legalized slavery.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fully appropriate. term.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
She has legalized slavery. So what she does is,
Fully.
you're from Canada, you want to work in Africa. I'm in Africa. I sponsor you your visa to work in Africa. But what she does is,
You gotta work for me, and
you working for him. He pays me, and then I pay you.
And is it like, meanwhile, and I'm gonna hold your visa and ID? Is it one of those? Oh, I hear
Bro.
so much about that shit.
so just like it's a trap.
It's just one
get
huge trap, and she can nail you whenever she wants
And
to.
that shit simply can happen as like when you come in, just be like, oh, we just need to. Okay. That shit can simply happen like when they come into the country, being like, I just need to borrow that to photocopy for a form,
She just tells you,
Now
this
you
is
don't
the
get it
only
back.
way to get in.
and then yeah.
This
And
is
then
the
now you're
only
there.
way you're getting
Once
in.
you get there, they have their ways. They're just
Game over. You can't do
Grease.
nothing, dude. So she had Marissa under her thumb, and she could do whatever she wanted. Marissa found a job with a sick company. Sick company. And because the lady didn't get the offer that she wanted, she declined it. Like, not Marissa declining.
Yeah.
Declined. Sorry, no.
She's not getting her cut.
No. I'm not accepting this offer. No.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, screw you. Who are you? Who are we talking to right now? You're not Marissa.
Yeah.
And then they've kind of like, whoa, something's fishy.
Right.
You know, like something's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like further ties into the bullshit of like, it's
Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you were constantly...
Just red flags everywhere. Yeah.
You were constantly like wondering at what point does the government agency roll up to your house and go, oh, you're here illegal. Let's go. You know what I mean?
And so did you have, it would have been Casey. Did you have Casey at the time or did you have both?
I had Casey at the time, yeah.
Okay.
Casey was born in Cape Town, South Africa. And that's also 99.9% why we left South Africa. So what happened with that is Marissa woke up one night to feed Casey, opened if you can imagine, if you open our bedroom door, there's a hallway and then there's another 2 rooms, and Casey was the closest one to us. When Marissa opened that door, Casey's door was open and someone walked down the hallway. That's the first thing Marissa saw. So she fucking ran, grabbed Casey, ran back into the room, woke me up.
What the fuck?
Yo, can you imagine this? Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's just...
I woke up, grabbed my sword. I have a couple of samurai swords. Grabbed my sword, ran down the hallway. Hopefully I could chop someone, but there was nobody there. The guy was out the window. Poop, gone. So looked where I had a timber wolf. South Africa, you're gonna have timber wolves and stuff like that. So I had a timber wolf, and somehow they cordoned the yard off to keep him on the one side.
So it was almost like they knew that you had the dog.
So they spotted my house. So South Africa, you have a 13-foot fence, which is usually a brick wall, and then you have 3 foot of electric.
Right.
All they do is they cut all the electric for the whole area. Right? No alarms, no lights, no nothing. So you're sleeping like a little baby.
And you have no idea, yeah.
Have no idea. And then they fucking break. Oh, you have a wall? They drive a truck right through your wall. Wow.
Holy
problem.
fuck, eh?
Yeah.
That's serious.
Oh, yeah, dude. But you don't have electric, so they just jump the wall, whatever, you know, that kind of deal. They jumped my wall somehow.
Just to come and just steal?
Just to come steal her cell phone, her watch. And I guess they didn't have time to steal anything else. Because Marissa walked into the hallway, you know, that kind of deal.
Holy shit.
But yeah, that scared her so much that her baby milk was gone.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
The stress, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, boop, no more milk. Can't produce milk.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, I couldn't even imagine. I would.
I was like, you know what, man? Like, I
Well,
can
even having like how you said you have like that security system, and you're like, this doesn't.
Yeah,
even
they shouldn't
help.
be breaking in here.
Yeah.
And then they do. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, what?
You're like,
And
"We're
they
not safe."
not just your house, the house next door and the one across. Like, haha.
Yeah,
Oh, your buddies warned you, bro. Remember? The guy was like, yo, they're going to invade your areas and they're going to start stealing shit and fuck people up and, you know, whatever they have to do, they're going to do.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's time to go. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
time to leave. So Casey was born. We moved to Georgia via this slave...
There's your timestamp, man. Because Casey's about
13.
13 or 14, so just over a decade ago.
What is that in African numbers? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah.
conversion.
So 13 years back, 14 years back,
Yeah.
Okay.
So around then.
we moved to Georgia.
2004.
But the way
Then that would make sense because you said about 5 years in Georgia.
Right. And then back to South Africa for... See, I wasn't with them when they were there. So let's say 2 years. And then to Formula Drift. And then Formula Drift back to here. From here back to the US. US another 6 months maybe. And then back to South Africa and then back here.
That's a rough time.
Just
That's a rough timeline. Now, let's go back and put them together.
a lot of jumping around there.
I tell you what, man. Like, you get to the point where we're hanging out. We can protect one another.
Mm.
But if you're on your own, dude, I can't protect you. So the best thing, move you somewhere else.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Move it. What? Yo, it costs a lot of money, but whatever. Like, I had to do it.
Right? Yeah.
Had to do it, man. Like, I had to. And then you come here and people are like, oh yeah, there's been a fucking shooting. You guys don't know fucking shootings, man. Like, come on now.
On that exact note, I remember when I first met you, and like it was amongst like the first many months of bullshitting. I was just like, so why did you what Canada? Like, why did you move Canada? You're just like, and like, bro, in the simplest terms, I haven't heard a gunshot in
months and months and months
and months and months. I heard people talk about these said gunshots.
Yeah,
but
back home.
It's the simplest way.
Back home, if you didn't hear AK every night, dude, it was Christmas. Like,
or if you heard many AKs, it was Christmas.
Yeah, that was Eve. Yeah,
Christmas Eve or Boxing Day.
Yeah, no, it's South Africa is. There's so many YouTube videos of people going, yeah, South Africa is amazing. South Africa this, South Africa that. Go stay in South Africa and work in South Africa and be South African. Fuck you. Forget about it. The South Africa is
not like one of the celebrities that goes there with an entourage.
Exactly, dude, and buys water because that's the way to fucking get water. South Africa doesn't even have water, man. Like, they're suffering, dude. There's areas that have to walk to a freaking spring and fill up 2 jugs and then walk back home, and that's in the resident areas. That's not in the shacks. That's in the resident areas.
So that's just become like the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got water sanctions and good luck. You can only have so much water at a time at a day. Like, I think it was like, what was it, 50 liters? No, not even that much, dude. Say 20 liter or whatever. 10 liters.
Something crazy.
So you learn how to wash yourself and then take that same freaking water and wash your clothing and cook and
clean.
You have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. Good luck. And I mean,
what order you can boil water over again to use it for some other shit.
Yeah. At some point, they're gonna fucking boil their pee and drink it. It's gonna get to that point, man. Like, like I used to watch.
I'm just gonna quickly say, apparently Bill Gates just drank some water that was made out of human shit. Go on.
There you go. Good job.
Side note.
Yeah, small side note. Yeah, dude. Fucking. If I think back,
hey man, live your best life, right?
To the fullest. Yeah. If I think back, like when I worked for this guy that wanted to drift, when I moved over there, it's Kimberley. It's a place called, which is funny enough, that's where all the big diamonds are from around the world. The biggest diamond is from Kimberley, South Africa, which is the Queen's Diamond. When I stayed out there, I had no water for 2 weeks and I had power for a week. That was my first month when I got there. Welcome to Kimberley. Oh, there's no water.
Reality check.
You won't have water for 2 weeks, and you won't have power. Maybe next week you'll have some electricity. Maybe.
So what'd you do about the water thing?
What do? You gotta fucking go find water somewhere, heat it up on the fucking fire, wash yourself that way, and yeah, good luck.
Damn.
Live like a true South African, dude. Yeah. And then, ration water for coffee and for noodles. Or back then, I used to steam fish and rice, and yeah, I had a bamboo steamer from fucking Japan, and no problem. Fire, steam my shit. Yeah. You live like a king. Oh, eating like 3 pieces of fish and a cup of rice every day. Fucking yeah.
Filler.
Yeah, exactly.
So then, like, what was? So I don't. Let me
no, yeah, go.
I'm just trying to figure out the right way for this. So like, what was? I know you're trying to establish yourself and find like the safe place for yourself, and then Georgia just wasn't it, or what was going on in Georgia?
Dude, it was hilarious. When we were gonna go to Georgia, Marissa didn't even have a job then. Okay? Neither did I. We were just going to go for 2 weeks. And if it's dope and she finds a job within the 2 weeks, we stay. And if she doesn't, we go home and then try again some other way.
Right.
So you went to just kind of scout it out, eh?
Yeah. It was just a vacation scout kind of mission. But Marissa being Marissa, she loves to surprise me on my birthday. And she's fucking good. Like I've come close to figuring out, and there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
So what she did is, she knew I was into fucking drifting and shit, but at the time, she went online and started looking for drifting, and there's no fucking drifting in Georgia. I'm like, oh fuck, this sucks. And she's like, what about fucking drag racing? Right. Anything with cars.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Maybe there's a fucking Top Fuel race or some shit. Let's go watch a race. We went online, messaged all the drag strips in Georgia.
Just see, like, is anything going on?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The only one that replied is my fucking dad I never had, is Ed Swearingen. Right? Dorothy is his wife that gave me the Afro name.
Okay.
Okay. He messaged
Full
her.
circle. Here we go. Okay.
Here we go, yeah.
Yeah.
So he messaged her back and went, yeah, we've got a fucking place for you to stay. Come hang out. You can come watch for free.
Wow.
You know, yeah. Oh, your dad, your husband's a mechanic. Because at the time I was working, you know, for shits and giggles, I was working in a dyno room, dynoing race cars and stuff. You know, tuning race cars. Yeah, there's a chassis dyno here. This, fucking make it super sick. Marissa's like, perfect.
Damn.
So we go to
That's
Atlanta.
Some recon right there.
Yo,
man.
she's bad, dude.
Dude, I've only had a taste of it.
She's bad.
She's
Shouts out.
Go to Atlanta. Look at different jobs. She had 3 interviews, I think. Atlanta, Georgia is a pretty sick city. Pretty sick. The fuck up with Atlanta, Georgia is that there's Peachtree, right? There's like 50 Peachtree roads. Peachtree Avenue, Peachtree Way, Peachtree North Way,
okay.
Crescent, you name it, dude. Like
alley.
So that's
what else we got?
Street A Ave.
So
it's
yeah,
just a sick joke, eh?
Coming from South Africa, we jumped in a rent-a-car. Obviously, we drive on the right-hand side, which is the right side. No, I'm just joking. The Japanese side, we drive in South Africa, and then obviously North America's left-hand drive, left-hand side, that kind of deal. But in Africa, I have had 2 left-hand drive cars driving on the right-hand side. So
did that ever like fuck with you when you're driving? No.
With me, I just
See, I was afraid like when I went to Japan too. I was like, I don't think I could ever drive out here, or even like some places in Europe, right?
Right.
You're like,
yeah.
I
When
don't
you
think
go
if I
from
ever
London to
travel-
France, dude, it's so fucking
Switches.
rad.
Turnaround's not too bad until you start doing like the long road trip.
It's only
I feel
when
like
you
this-
have to
I feel
pass
like-
the truck.
I feel like the city driving would be where I would have a problem because it's so
From
so
intersection?
hectic and that kind of thing. It'd be like it'd be so easy to fall into your normal routine, right? And then you're like, oh shit.
No, no. I place myself to the center of the road, and that's all I do. Game over. Right? It doesn't matter where you sit in the car, so long you
As long
go
as you're
into the
next to the
center of the road.
Yeah.
Right? Put the white line fucking to your right or to your left, and go. So yeah, going into Atlanta, the city itself has 8 lanes this way and 8 lanes this way, highway.
Whoa.
Bro, it was just like rush hour traffic straight into that. Marissa's just like, oh my god, thank you, you're driving, not me. And I'm like, it's okay. My first LA trip ever.
Oh yeah, LA.
straight onto the 405,
Notorious.
straight from the airport onto the 405 with a rental car. On my way to Keith Huffnagel's house, dude. Like, oh my god.
Shit, Huff, eh?
I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just gonna drive whatever. If there's a get off, I'm just gonna fucking indicate and just go.
I'm
I'm
out.
just gonna drive crazy. Yeah, man. But yeah, so for a week we're in the city, Atlanta itself. Then Marissa's like, you know what? Why don't we go a little more south? Let's go check out the south of Atlanta. I'm like, what? Why the fuck would we, what do you, what?
More,
So she's like, I can't tell you why, but
So I'm like, oh, okay, sure, let's go. Drive. Fuck your interviews. Fucking forget about your work and let's just go.
Over here and yeah.
Go, you know, drive. Dude, we're driving like 2 hours or so. And now it's becoming rural as crap. Like, yo, we're like, there's no city. It's just like road and just trees. Pecan trees everywhere.
Yeah. That's cool.
Driving. Cotton here, pecan here. Just keep on going. She's like, you know what? This little city here, let's stop over here. Oh, okay. You know, whatever.
Right, like you wouldn't think anything of it. You're
Right.
like, yeah, sure, why not, right?
She goes, we stop at a gas station, get some drinks and stuff. She goes, okay, you know what? I think there's a racetrack over here. I'm like, don't know what? There's a racetrack?
Don't play with me right now, right? Yeah.
There's a racetrack? She goes, yeah, it's a drag strip. I'm like, what? Okay, sick. Yeah.
I read it in the brochure.
Drive, fucking get to the gate. At the gate, there's this truck. And there's a dude. Older guy. Stop. Straight away, he walks up to the car, opens Marissa's door. He goes, Marissa!
And you're like, what?
I'm like, what the
hell?
fucking, what's going on here right now, dude? Like, what is this about? She goes, I tricked you. This is Ed, and this is his racetrack, and we're going to chill here for a weekend. We're going to watch a race, and I'm like, you motherfucker. Yeah, dude.
You're like, well done.
Yeah. Stoked.
Well played.
So, instantly, he knows a lot of people, because he pretty much owns that little town.
Right.
So he's like, okay, so what's the process? What do we have to do to make you guys stay here? Blah, blah, blah. Instantly, like just like, whoa, what the heck? So yeah, fucking start talking about visas, and Marissa explains to him this lady and how it's gonna, and he's like, whoa, that's weird. But you know what? I know where I could find you a job, and I can find you a job right now, and I can definitely find John a job. I'm like, oh yeah. He goes, yeah. Have you ever done construction? I'm like, you mean with wood and stuff? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, dude. I know how to work wood.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
You start tomorrow.
Yeah, you can start Monday. I'm like, down. He's like, dude, I have a place for you guys to stay. Everything, just stay.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, my daughter's still in South Africa, man. He goes, well, Marissa can just go home and fetch her. And I'm like, what about this skate park and all that shit? And Marissa's like, you know what? I'll go close it. You just stay. You start working.
Well, because she did like accounting and stuff, you said, right? So she has the means to get that on that end.
Exactly. Right. And we
take care of all that shit. You're just like, fucking.
Man. So poor Marissa flies back home. Fucking gets rid of my race car. At the time, I had a Honda with. I was testing stuff for Spoon Sports.
Oh, yeah.
So I had all that shit on there. She got rid of all that shit. Like just crazy. Went home, sold everything.
Wow.
Sold just the house. Packed all our stuff. And then, don't know how she did it. Herself, Casey, and all my clothing, and all her clothing, and Casey's clothing. So if you can imagine 3 or 4 huge, back then there was no weight restriction, plain nonsense.
Yeah.
So she brought the biggest bag she could and brought 4 of them over on her own with a kid.
You want to know, I think, what a big part of that is is finding a way out where it's this much better.
Yeah.
And you're going,
this is true.
somebody wants to give us a place to stay and there's not somebody climbing through our windows after shutting off the power for the block. Like,
can you imagine, dude? Like,
yeah, like you hear about the feats of strength shit where like the daughter gets trapped under a car and then she's just like, "Bah!" Like that's like that. She's just like, oh, I have to do all this. The regular person would shit their pants after thinking of this much of it. Marissa's just like, oh, okay.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Like, I don't know how she did it, but she did it, and I'm thankful till this day, of course.
Yeah.
But now, you know, Georgia. Then I'm like, man, Georgia's sick. Like, I can work here and I can make money without a fucking working visa. Fucking US.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Getting a little. Allegedly.
Getting paid under the table, man, and making good money. Like, I was making good money.
Yeah.
And then, you know, some of the money freed up in South Africa, and slowly but surely dripped money back here or back to the US. Bought a house and 2 cars, and then started buying drift cars. And before you know it, I had fucking 3 drift cars in my driveway and a Honda Odyssey. I've never had hats. Coupes, yeah. So I had, like, to this day, I've never had a hatch. Don't know why. I think they're heavier. But anyway, so the one coupe was fully Japanese built, like CA18, Japanese, everything. It's a Japanese car, but changed to right-hand drive. I mean, left-hand drive, sorry. Left. And then I had a coupe vert, like a convertible coupe.
Right, okay, I do remember seeing that one. Which,
that thing I drove maybe 4 or 5 times, and then I had to move out of the US. You know, that kind of deal. And then I had another coupe, which I gave to a buddy of mine because I thought he needed a car, and, you know, I think I paid $300 US for it at the time. Back when? Back then, it was so damn cheap, man. Like $300 for the one, $500 for the other one. And I had a homeboy, man. He had like a junkyard, so he would find me these 240s. He's like, "Yo, Afro, I got this car." Yeah, now drift tax and whatnot.
Tax is disgusting. You find an old piece of shit.
It's sad, dude. It's sad, but sooner or later, S13s will be phased out. 14s will be gone because everybody now is switching to 350Z. Yeah. So you can keep your drift tax. You can buy a Z now for $2,000. Like,
what's this for, like, people that don't know, including myself? Right. Drift tax. What's that?
So if you can imagine, you are into figurines, and these specific figurines that you collected as a kid, they re-released the cartoon for it. And now those figurines have become more valuable because now there's a whole new genre of kids.
Right. Okay. It's got more attention.
Right. And your ones that you have are the original ones. Yeah. But now you know that it's worth $500, and you go, no, it's worth $800.
And then everybody wants the S13 chassis because it's like the quintessential,
the best geometry.
Yeah, it's the best car to start with for drifting. It just works.
With the S13 and S14, well, 14's a little heavier in the nose because it's got more metal and shit on it. So 13, if you measure from the front axle to the rear axle through your steering knuckle, if that's in line, that means the steering geometry is the best. You won't have understeer and you won't have oversteer, but
it's the most accurate. Like,
it's the best setup. Okay. It's the easiest car to slide from the get go. Yeah. Even if you just buy it as stock. If you have enough rain, man, you can be a beast. You can go drift.
Just drift king, eh?
Yeah, exactly. You can just slide for days.
So and kids will find that out, and then when, next thing you know, a piece of shit becomes worth.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Okay, I see.
So a chassis that should be worth $1,000 is now $5,000 because you put paint. You put a steering wheel in it. Yeah. You know, drift tax. Yeah. It's just a way of like taxes and bull crap.
Yeah, for real. And then now, like, what used to be, it's like like a surplus in these junkyards. Nobody wanted a Nissan fucking 240S.
Now you can't find them, man. And if you can find them decent, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Like really lucky. And that's it. The area that I stay in is Vancouver Island, which is an island off the coast of Vancouver itself. And out there's old cars still in perfect shape.
Yeah.
I've seen 240s, man, with the original exhaust pipe still, everything still OG. Where did that come from? And the paint's still good. Everything's still good. It's not rusted to death, or the dash is not even cracked. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like S13s, the dash cracks like that because.
So an uncracked dash is like a unicorn.
Yeah, if you have an uncracked dash, man, you've got money. Like you're the bomb.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, Georgia hanged out, got a house, got cars, and so forth and so on. My wife eventually got a job through this slave driver, and man, I just want to have one word with this lady. I'd love it, man. It would be amazing. But it's just a little piece. He's a piece of my mind.
We probably could broadcast the list if you want.
Yeah, I can't even remember the name or the agency or whatever fake nonsense it was. It was just some crazy.
So fucked.
But for years and years, man, like, well, I wouldn't say years and years. Marissa worked for her, I want to say a year or a year and a half, and then quickly went, found a company that was hiring behind this lady's back, went to them and went, I'm currently working through this. She's got my visa. Would you like to take my visa? Take it over.
Right.
And they were like, yes, we need you. We want your qualifications right now. Perfect. And it was pretty much, she became the person that would walk into the bank and look in your books and go, you might as well close down. Put it down and walk the fuck out. That's her job description pretty much became like that. Like, like auditing banks and auditing big companies and finding sketchy crap, saving people millions, man. Like, yeah, she was, and I don't know how she does it, but she's numbers, man. Like,
some people's brains just work.
Bro, it's
like,
bad.
Yeah. Like some of us,
it's crazy.
Or build shit, or
it's nuts.
Just
does not compute, man.
No, that's just not. That's no.
Can you fucking calculator or some shit?
No, fuck that. Just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pay you to do it.
Yeah. I prefer that.
Just do it. Fuck it. No, yeah. But yeah, she did that and then started working for this company, and then constantly also, you know, the guy that was in charge of her every now and then would go like, "Oh man, you're terrible. Your English sucks," and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
To the point where it started fucking, it like really started eating her up. Like, you know, like being, her English is English, not American. Just because it doesn't say y'all on the fucking end of a sentence, it doesn't mean it's wrong. You know what I mean? No, that's not American. Like, come on, man. Wake up. Your English is from England. You guys just tweaked it. But anyway. So after a while, that obviously destroyed her. And with me, I then decided to go do, because I'm not allowed to work in the US.
Right.
You can have a house, property, cars, you name it, but you can't work. Sorry, Afro, can't work. Mind blowing. So
yeah, you're like,
found some guy.
Go work under the table or
because
shady shit.
Yeah.
But at that point, working
forces you to, right? And you're like, okay, I guess I'll do this.
like
they're really giving you no choice.
Right. So now
they're setting you up for failure.
Now I'm like fucking, I don't want to work construction, dude. I'm a mechanic. I work on cars. I build race cars. That's what I do. I drive race cars.
Yeah.
So
we're like, you know how to do certain stuff, and you're like,
Yeah,
like
why
my
am I
knowledge is
doing
just
this?
being wasted doing.
Random smashing nails into wood and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, don't get me wrong. It was money. It was awesome people.
You could be doing worse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could be just sitting at home. Oh, exactly, right?
But
Like,
like you have all these skills, right?
so then I was like, why don't I just go study mechanics even further? So I have automotive fucking degree, study. But because my English was English Afrikaans, I couldn't pass the English part of it. And they wouldn't allow me to do it verbally. It was all written shit. Like fuck, dude. So that's the only part that I need to have a degree in Canada
Right.
for automotive.
Yeah.
So whatever. That's that part. So through that, I met all these young guys. Really cool guys. Straight up real fucking dudes. Like they would go out of their way to fucking make shit happen. And I'll get to the point in a minute. But the one dude had a buddy that had a car garage, and he was doing modified stuff. So he had 2 Subarus in there that were time attack cars. And then he had the most wide body kitted fucking BMW that I've seen ever. And it's gull winged and just wow. And this dude's like, whoa, you're Japanese cars, right? I'm like, yeah. He goes, dude, I know this guy. He's in the army. He's in the airborne. He bought a Japanese 240 front clip, and he has a 240 car here, and he wants the SR and shit swapped into it. I'm like,
You're
fuck,
like easy.
bro,
Yeah.
nothing.
Say no more. I got you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's like, man. So I can only pay you under the table. I'm like,
More so speaking my language.
now you're talking, son. Let's go. So yeah, started working on this car and building the car. Like 2 weeks in, I'm like, yo, can you maybe give me some money? He's like, oh man, I don't really have money right now. And that's straight up. Yeah, I know that one. I know this. I had this before. So I went, okay, well, sorry, man. That's all I can do then. Cheers.
Yeah.
He goes, come on, bro. Like, just please, the guy's paid me already. So I go, well, just give me some money.
Already, then.
Give me some money then. So I meet the guy by accident. I go to hang out with 2 other buddies that had 240s with my Japanese car. Go hang out at this restaurant spot, Fudge Ruckers. Fucking delicious food, man.
Truckers.
Yeah, Fudge Ruckers. So it's got all this old school stuff in there.
That name so many times.
Yeah, like reference in movies or something.
That's
I've definitely
so
heard
sick.
of that.
So yeah, I went to Fudge Ruckers, hanged out with these guys, and boom, here's this kid, short little fucker. He goes, hey man, my name's Ryan. I go, yo, hey, what's up, man?
Is that the same?
That's the car I'm working on. He goes, dude, fucking, I heard that you're working on my car. I'm like, no way, that's you? Dude, no way. He's like, man, thank you so much. I'm like, dude, you're fucking welcome, man. Like, you should have brought that car to me. I would have done it at my house for this much. He goes, fuck, bro. I paid the guys this much. I'm like, what? You paid him what? I'm like, oh, you know the guy hasn't paid me yet, hey? He goes, oh, well then I'll hold his final payment then.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Okay,
And
sure.
give it to you or what?
Boom. So I go to Bart and I go, yo, you're gonna have to pay me. I need something.
Yeah.
I go, what's up with all those tires back there, dude? He goes, oh, you can have all those. Fucking 20 tires.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck off.
Holy shit! All brand new.
Brand, still plastic wrapped.
Yeah, and that's like the main thing you go through, I think.
Bro.
Yeah.
I go, hey, Vic works for Bart. Vic goes, yo, load it on my truck. I'll take it to your house. And if you ever need it mounted, we come after hours.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, sweet. So take it to my house, sets the tires. Ryan comes to my house, pays me. Dude, here's fucking this much. Fucking, I'm like, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll go finish your car. connect the ground wire. Fixed.
Wow.
Fuck you guys. Because there's like 3 main grounds under the dash.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the one like super close to the dash clocks, if you don't have that one, nothing will start. Doesn't matter what the fuck you do. So I'm like, yeah.
You just like find out the job has gone anywhere. I'm just gonna undo this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game over. And they were probing it, using fucking snap-on fucking this, trying all kinds of shit.
Is that the same dude with the teal 240 now, or who is that?
Teal 240.
240 with the white
So that's Dustin.
Oh, okay.
Dustin, oh my gosh.
That's another Atlanta boy.
Bro. So Dustin and
That's another can of worms right
So-
there, right?
That's some shit. There's some
if you can imagine, there's so many parts I've left out to make it short because it's just like
There's gonna be a round 2. There's gonna
South Africa, I played paintball, like semi-pro paintball, or at that time their level of paintball, that was pro.
Right.
So I played paintball with this team, and then when I went to Georgia, found this paintball field. This guy, he has a shop, blah blah blah. Taught myself how to.
That's so crazy. Like, sorry to interject, but coincidentally, all these people are involved
crazy,
with
dude.
cars as well, eh?
And it's with this Dustin kid. He was a paintball player, and he wanted to get into drifting.
Oh, so he was.
And I
you
rolled
were
up.
his gateway.
Boom. So I taught him everything, as much as knowledge as I could throw into his head. He would voice, like he would text me, and I would fucking take photos with me in the picture and explain, and like that kind of deal, you know, like where would you mount the fuel cell and how would you do it? Okay, well, draw
tutorials,
on
yeah.
hotel, like in a hotel in the middle of nowhere, drawing shit and like that kind of stuff.
He goes and builds it.
Right? Yeah.
Amazing.
Went to Georgia 4 years back, I think it was.
That was after I knew you for about a year.
Yeah. Went to Georgia, went and looked at his wiring and stuff. It was pretty legit and stuff. Just did some changes and yeah, sick. He had a V8 in the thing.
Like fucking
and-
random videos from this guy, and they're just like when the thing finally gets fired up, they're like doing burnout. So just like drifting in the middle of nowhere. Shit. It's like, you're having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the mission. The other kid, Yoda, he has his own sticker company.
Yeah.
So he makes sick stickers called Sticker Shark.
And they shuts up.
Sticker Shark,
Shout out
yeah.
to Sticker Shark. Fucking made my t-shirts too, and yeah. He helped me with that design actually.
So I can fucking even go.
Dang.
Yeah, the Africa with the rising sun and the Afro RC club, the whole banner thing. He helped me with that.
Hell yeah.
Between him and M, communicating via Messenger, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, that's how they got to that point.
That's been
That's been a while, yeah.
for almost a fucking decade now.
Yeah, the
Fucking
emblem.
found you, essentially.
Yeah, via this fucking logo. It's crazy, and that shit's fucking tattooed on my leg. I just need to get it more shit added to it. Yeah. Georgia. So how did it? Oh, okay. So with Georgia, man, like just knowing that you are here on the mercy of the government agency that can go, you know what? Your visa is not valuable or it doesn't work anymore. Get out. But then what about my house and my son that's born in the US? Like, what about that part?
Yeah. How does that work?
So Xander was born in Georgia, in the US. I mean, like I say, I had a fucking huge house, fucking cars, you know.
Which slight interjection. Motherfucker just tells me, or I find out, well, yeah, just yesterday he's saying that Xander's 9
Yeah,
and he's already coding.
yeah. Yeah, the kid's doing coding. He's been doing coding for about 2 years already. Yeah.
For about 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The young, pliable mind.
Yeah, Victoria
Just
University.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, you can do what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's, you know, just want to encourage that as much as possible, because as soon as you get to the point where any fabrication you're going to use coding, anything, it's coding, man, and it's becoming more and more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
You know, you need it.
Yeah.
So then,
It's crazy.
So then you had him over there.
Right.
And now you're like, that's like a new fear almost of like something similar to like when you're in South Africa with Casey, but now on a different level of like, yo, we might all just get thrown right back there
Just get kicked out.
after all we've been building all this
Oh,
shit.
your son can stay.
Oh,
like-
yeah, because it'd be super complicated then.
Yo, he's African American.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
He's African American, dude.
And then
So
I just remember the story you telling
born
me.
in America, American fucking citizen.
Then when you tried to come to the border here,
The explanations,
about- Yeah.
because on my passport,
Yeah, right. And you're
in
like,
my passport, it'll show that I had. It actually shows that I had a house, I had property in the U.S. and I stayed in Georgia for a certain amount of time, right? Like, and then it shows I have 2 children. One is South African, and one's American. Like, yo,
And then now we're coming from America into Canada.
But no, into Canada. If I come into Canada, bro, it's the most wonderful feeling ever.
Right.
I can't tell you how free I feel when I come back to Canada. It's amazing. I'll tell you the whole fucking bullshit. Like Georgia, obviously, oh crap, we're gonna have to leave. We have to go back to Africa because, well, not have to, but you know, it's getting to that point. Like if I don't start spending a lot of money on visas, which I'm like, why do I have to spend all this money if I'm paying property tax here?
So many weird
I'm paying
loopholes.
taxes.
Yeah, right.
Why? What the heck is going on? So, and Marissa's like, you know what? Go live drift life, dude.
Yeah.
Go drift. Go to Japan or wherever you have to go. Just go free yourself, because here you're driving yourself insane, dude.
You see enough, man.
Yeah.
Sure, right?
Bro, I was looking on Google Maps, looking for new areas and stuff to go slide.
Those were some of those videos.
Man.
These are some of the ones you're showing me.
Yeah.
You're,
I would
like,
go
drifting
find
around,
spots,
like
yeah,
quiet
dude.
areas.
Anything,
right?
just
Yeah.
whap, go. Like I would go find spots and recon them and make sure there's no people close by. Make sure it's not a police route. There's no cops going up and down. That kind of deal. Recon is what I did in the army, so I just recon that shit. Like fucking. Okay, this is a good area. Good place to fucking go smash. If you can smash that like 5 runs, then you need to leave.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I would smash this area 5s, that area 5, that area 5, go home. Then I got cocky. Started doing all kinds of stupid crap, like trying to be ruthless, like faster entries, bigger entries. Well, not somehow. I was stupid. Sliding up a hill through a corner, my back wheel grabbed onto a drain grid and ripped me straight and threw me over a curb.
Shit.
Folded my one wheel in, like, whoop.
Would you like a taco?
Yeah. Chicken winged it.
Yeah, for real.
Parked it, ratchet strapped it so I can still drive it. Then, like a maniac, I don't know why, dude. I don't know why. Went back to another area that I'd just been
Yeah.
and went and did donuts. Just
to make up for
I don't know.
your tire being messed up.
Just yeah. And funny enough, I go in there and it's Shorty. No, it's Vic and 2 of his buddies. They come with me. And I think when those guys drove into that area, the cops must have seen them or something.
Oh.
And then the cops blockaded the exit. There's only one exit in that area.
Shit.
They blockaded it. Boom. So went and did donuts with them. They were filming me outside the car with a camera and shit.
Meanwhile, you have no idea.
All the cops pulling up.
So I'm like, okay, cool. My car's starting to heat up too much. Like, I need to get some air over it. I need to drive. And I need to go fix this. This is bullshit. So as soon as they went over the fucking top, they got stopped. Whoop whoop. And I heard the fucking siren. Boom. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. So I stayed back.
Yeah.
And the cop walked over the top and went, "You too, sir. Come on." I'm like, oh my god, dude. So, being a foreign national, they put me in cuffs immediately. They have no reason, but they put me in cuffs because I didn't have my passport with me, which is a bullshit rule.
I've heard about that. They like expect you to have your passport at all times.
But you don't need to have it with you. If you look at their Georgia, any license, like California license, whatever, on the back of it, the only ID you need is your driver's license. Anyway, these guys knew who I was. I've driven past them millions of times. Like one night I went and slid a school, drove out of the school, and the guy came from front and then turned around. And as soon as he turned around, I turned around and followed him. So he couldn't do fuck all. He went and then stopped and then drove. And I just stayed on his ass as long as I could till the like 2-laner. And I went right, he went left. But that same guy is the guy that cuffed me. And then off to jail. Kept me there for 9 hours. Marissa's like, okay, he's wrapped himself around a tree. Oh, man. You know, that kind of deal. Now she's like, fuck, calling my phone, calling me. Now she's tripping. It's her and 2 babies. So, yeah, sorry for that shit, but you know why I did that shit. But, yeah, she was like, no, man, you're losing your mind. You're going to have to fucking get out of here or you're going to go to jail deep. Like, you're going to get into trouble. Because, man, I was
just losing your mind.
Yeah,
right?
I was just like, fuck it. This place looks sick for sliding.
Yeah.
Oh, 2004 is when we went to Georgia.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, 2004. But, yeah. Then, for poop and giggles, we went back to South Africa to go see her mom and her dad. Right. That kind of deal with the kids. Went to the racetrack. Hung out with this buddy I used to have. That's another fucking situation. Hung out at the track. Here's this guy. 2 drift cars. But Skylines. In South Africa. I'm like, whoa. What the fuck? And they're okay built. Like, the roll cages are very hacked together, like third wall style, but... You know, there's decent stuff in there, and it's a capable car. It looks like it's, you know, drivable.
Right. The Skyline is one that I actually am familiar with. When I was in high school, there was a couple friends of mine that had them imported.
There you go.
Yeah.
But only in Canada.
And I had never heard of them before, and they're like, and because steering's on the opposite side, they would geek out about it, like, so no one has it, like, so cool.
Sick, man. Like, a Skyline's always gonna be sick.
24, they're legal in the States, I believe it is.
Yeah.
20 something.
Oh, they have a date when it will be legal?
They've made a date now.
Oh,
but
interesting.
yeah, they just grabbed a whole bunch of them and confiscated them and shit.
Was it legal and then it became illegal?
No, I think people jumped the gun. As soon as the talks came out that they're gonna make them legal, people started importing like idiots.
There's all these videos of minty ones being crushed.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it's fuck.
Send them to Canada. Like, we'll keep them for you.
So is this guy your link?
Storage fee, right?
So this guy, right, drove the track. I was like, whoa, this guy can actually drive, dude. Like, he's actually sick. So after he drove, went back to him and started talking to him, and I was like, dude, you know, like, where are you from? Like, I've never heard of you. Like, oh, I'm from Kimberley. I'm like, oh, okay. Kimberley? Why the fuck out there? Well, I'm actually a diamond miner, and blah, 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 started selling me all this bullshit. So, like, man, I should come work for you. He goes, yeah, you should. I'm like, yeah. But I'm in the US and, you know, whatever. Back to the US. Now, a year and a half later, now I'm like, man, Marissa's like, dude, you need to do something. You need to get out of here. I'm like, dude, I have to do something. She goes,
yeah.
Why don't you go find a team? Go work with a team or do something. I go, well, I can't do it in the US. They can't pay me.
Yeah, as much as they would want to have, they're just not gonna.
So I start talking to this old buddy of mine, the guy that I had weird issues with. He's like, yeah, Otto, the guy that you met, is actually looking for a mechanic and and this and that and that and that. I'm like, oh really? He goes, yeah, you know,
So in Kimberley.
in Kimberley.
Mm.
He goes, dude, the guy will pay you. I'm like, yeah, but will he pay me what I want?
Or what you,
So, you
or
know-
what you're worth.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a price at the dude, and if he says yes, then I go, and if he says no, then good luck, whatever.
Yeah, we'll find out if he's a diamond miner or not.
Yo, we throw some.
Hey.
So we throw some random price at him, like ridiculous. M makes up a spread, like
Good
a
proposal or something.
proposal.
Mm.
She's good at that crap. So we send the proposal to the dude, and fucking next day the guy's like, yo, I need you here now. Fly, let's go. I want you here now. I'm like, what? This guy's gonna pay me
Just
to work on drift cars?
dream
All day
come
long?
True, eh?
Bruh, even that thought, it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm like,
Hell yeah.
fly to Africa, take my son with me, Zander.
Mm.
Take him with me, leave him with his grandma, have 2 bags of all my random crap that I don't want to lose. Like, you know, like with me, I'm fucking super stupid where like every mission I go on, I'll pick up shit or find a weird little logo. Like my
Trinkets
wallet,
and-
man, is stacked full of like weird Chinese things and Japanese things and just weird crap that I found and took. And so I take all my stickers. Like I have fucking stacks of stickers, which now I actually need some of your stickers. I have my room, the Afro lab door is stickers. Yeah, so I need to fucking grab one of your sticks. But send me stickers, please. Rad ones, slappy ones. Fucking, it's more slappy. So yeah, move back to Africa. Marissa and Casey's in the US. They're chilling. Marissa messaged me. She goes, how's South Africa? You think I should move back there? Because now she's on her own, working still with this idiot that's keep on, you know, like, haha, I got your visa, I can do what the fuck I want. That kind of deal.
Some real dirtbag shit.
Still slavery, but a different fucking slave driver. So, yeah, she packs her bags, grabs Casey, moves to her mom. Her mom was nice enough to let her stay there. Worked with him, like built. This guy was like this. I have to have a 350Z. That's my favorite car. I'm like, so where did you see drifting from? Oh, Tokyo Drift. What?
The movie, the Fast and Furious one.
Tokyo Drift. I'm like,
That shit turned so many people on, man.
bro,
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
so that the guy bought a fucking building that's just for his drift cars. Then he has a piece of property that he built his own track on.
Holy
Not a
fuck,
track, a track, dude. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like third
Life
gear
size.
entry, which is like 140k per hour entries. Like, wow. Like huge, man. His own track, then a skid pan, then he had 6
Skid pan? What's that?
like a skid pan, just an open square piece of asphalt
Okay.
where yourself would come with me and I would go, okay, drive first gear, second gear, pull up the e-brake.
Okay, so just like a
Let's-
practice lot,
big old
donuts.
Yeah.
And, okay, yeah.
So, like, we had people come to us that were beginner,
Mm.
and I would help them, you know, get them into lay out a track and then teach them that. There's another kid that was working with him at the time, which is now the South African's best drifter, Jason Webb. Shout out, the guy rocks, dude. And Speedy is his dad. He was the head mechanic there at the time, or I think he was an engineer. He's not a mechanic. He's an engineer. Fucking with Jason, when I first got there, Otto and Speedy and them went to the US to go check out Formula Drift. Right? So there's a M Coupe that I built a cage into real quick for like a week real quick, boom. And then while I was doing that, after hours, I was drifting with Jason and another guy. Oh my fuck!
So
you know
many
you
people.
know your name.
You
know you.
out there.
You know who you are. But yeah, but sick. Those skylines I saw, those were the training dogs for those guys.
Yeah.
But 800 horsepower, ridiculous, just
Crazy.
bruh, first, second, third, let her breathe, and it's just like just mad smoke, man. But yeah, so I was doing that. I want to say almost a year. And then he was like, okay, do you think I'm ready for Formula Drift? I was like, hell yeah. You can only be ready for Formula Drift if you go there.
Yes.
Make yourself ready.
And if you think you're fucking ready,
Yeah,
then
just
obviously
go.
You kind of have to have a car.
But that's the thing with him. He was like, I love 350Zs. So we built 3 of them. Right? And every one of them were different. Like one was the original VQ, but single turboed, also like ridiculous horse, man. Everything Brian Carrara built into it. So he went to Brian Carrara and build me a VQ. So he built him a full VQ, put it in a crate, shipped it to Kimberley.
So he really was a diamond miner.
Just
Buddy.
like the things you're saying, I'm just like this stupid amount of money.
Dude. Like, because we're in the middle of nowhere,
Laughing.
the thing, like, sitting in the middle of nowhere, we go, okay, cool. Well, we'll need seats for all 3 cars, which means that's 6 seats. He has to fit
That
in 6
alone
seats.
Is
Bro.
Well, and like shipping, you're saying you put it in a crate and ship it. You're like
So now we get a hold of Sparko. We go,
thousands
yo,
of dollars.
Sparkos too.
right.
Yeah.
So Sparko, and it's a little bit bigger because he's a big dude. He's huge.
The bigger ones.
He's about the size of you,
Yeah, that's
but built.
big.
He's a fucking monster. But
No.
we fucking or fire extinguishing systems. You can't just have a little fucking fire extinguisher. You need a proper system that has 3 nozzles, one to the fuel, one to the motor, and one on you, right? And you got to have 2 triggers for it. And
One external.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have one in your reach.
Inside burning alive, someone can run up and push it and extinguish your ass.
Right.
Right.
If
So
you're knocked
one-
out. If you're knocked out, yeah.
Yeah.
Knocked
And so
out
it's
and
gonna
it's
have to
burning.
be one specifically for, I guess, electrical fires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's just
One's well,
Because I didn't really realize there's different grades.
Yeah,
for fire
there's-
extinguishers till recently because I had to get like specific like marine ones for my dad for
Right.
a sailboat.
Right.
And then he was like, oh yeah, and then there's specific ones for inside too, right?
Yeah.
Like electrical or.
it's
And I
nuts.
was like, oh
If you use
shit,
the wrong
it
one,
makes sense,
It doesn't do shit.
but
Don't do
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes make it worse too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
So the ones they use pretty much like it's a powder base,
Right.
but the problem is if you leave the powder on paint, it just fucking eats the paint.
Eats away.
Right, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just chews the paint, gone. They're trippy, and it like kind of corrodes aluminum a little bit.
I remember seeing a certain few things where guys like really hesitate to push it or pull it.
Yeah,
So like
'Cause you
they'll,
don't
they'll
want that
sit
mess.
there in their car on fire.
Yeah.
And be like, "Meh,
yeah,
get it with the fire extinguisher, like
yeah.
little
Just
one.
a hand one.
Just a little one, please. 'Cause
You
if
don't
I
want
do
that
this,
mess.
Interior.
Everything. Yeah, you have to strip the whole car, clean the whole car, repaint the whole car, rebuild the whole car. Yeah, buddy, it's a pain in the ass.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Carl Mohan. Shout out Carl Mohan.
He's doing pretty good this year too.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's making
looks
he
way
makes
better
small
nowadays.
mistakes here and there though. Like,
Car looks so much better that he built fenders.
yo, handmade his own fucking fenders. That's sick.
That thing was ridiculous. It was like
Wider,
full tire poke.
wider.
Full tire poke.
With him, like going to, I think it was Langzhou. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever. We go to China.
Yes, we are. I'm sure.
We're on a 2-round competition. So 1 round was super sick. Next round is like a bird's nest stadium, super close to Hong Kong, like bordered against Hong Kong, pretty much. Inside the stadium, he's ripping. Now, he's a rotary guy, but China, he has a V8, supercharged V8.
Right.
So at some point, I don't know how, but his supercharger, the gasket of the supercharger, he blew a hole in it. and the oil squirted out onto his header and just went,
Ignited.
bro.
I'm on fire.
Dude, Kyle gets out,
Oh my god.
stands in front of the thing while it's burning. He's just like, ah. I'm like, yo, get the fuck away, get away, dude. They fire
Just
extinguished
standing
his
front.
whole car, dude. Like inside the cockpit and the motor gets fucking fire extinguished. It took him 2 months to clean the stuff out of that thing, bro.
Just everywhere, every crevice, just
Every little corner, your seats, your steering wheel, the suede. Yeah, it's just destroyed, man. Yo, if you go on Speed Hunters, it should be on Speed Hunters.
Yeah. Let's see if I can maybe find it. So, just to clarify for some people that may not know, why were you in China?
So I'm
How are you
the.
involved with these people that are drifting?
Do you want me to start from the start? Because
you were there like judging, right? And
yeah, so
that's
I'm
what-
the head
that's-
judge for the World Drift series. Yeah, so I made the rule book and the head judge and so forth and so on. But it's become a very quiet thing because, to tell you the truth, it was never money for the owner of WDS. It was more just a hobby to him. And people get very money hungry
With anything?
with anything, right?
Yeah.
So to him, it's just like, man, this is so much drama. So he weighed the drama against the fun, and yeah, drama outweighed fun. So he's just like, you know what, fuck it, man. I can take this money and just keep it and buy myself whatever I want, you know,
Right.
or I can have fun. So every now and then I have this little top secret missions that come up, and it's with WDS. It's not announced. It's really just spur of the moment. Like in a week, 2 weeks, it just happens.
And WSDS stands for
World Drift Series.
series.
Yeah, but the opportunity came with him, or with that organization, came through Larry Chen and Ross from Garage Boso, Uncle. So yeah, and that opportunity came because I was stuck in the US in Las Vegas. Because that opportunity came because the idiot that I was working for in South Africa, the Kimberley diamond miner guy, turned out to be a little bit of a psycho, like super violent. I think he was like fucking bipolar.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think he was bipolar, no doubt.
Roid rage, why he was so large.
Yo, yeah, just like with Speedy. He fucking threatened to fuck Speedy up. Like he's like, yo, I'm gonna fucking whip your ass. Get the fuck out of here. And left him in here in Seattle. Just left him high and dry. And I was like, yo, Speedy, here's some money, man. Go to a hotel, stay for the night, and try and fly home. He's like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So thank God. You know, I don't know how long he was stuck in Seattle for, but
It really kind of works its way out.
it does, man. It does.
There's some bumps.
The bumps, when you get to the bump, man, it's like, fuck, man, why is this shit happening to me right now?
Right.
Like, what is this about, dude? But you don't realize that with that, there's 100 other things that's available to you instantly. And it's only available if you rise up and go grab it. Only available, dude. And that's what I did. I was like, fuck you. You can fucking knock me, but I'm not, like, that's it. I left my toolbox in Seattle. No, Ross actually loaded it in his truck and fucking took it back to his garage. And then I left it there forever and he gave it away to someone else, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. But,
It's part of like the fucking whole mantra anyway.
yeah,
Help other
just,
people.
hey, oh, what?
Yeah.
It's going to help this guy? He's going to have tools at his shop? Go for it. Like, whatever. Go. Yeah. And this is how I met Chris Harrington and how Vaughn Gittin and all these Formula Drift Pro drivers, that's how they realized that I'm not just a dude, that I'm a cowboy. Like Vaughn would say, dude, you're a fucking cowboy.
And so, did this been like the early days of like Drift Alliance stuff, or like?
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, no, before, no, and way after that, when I was stuck in with Mr. Maniac working as a slave, fucking, dude, like the stuff I did and how I made shit happen and how I made things work and who I channeled with, all came together into a bigger thing that people realized, wait a minute, dude, like this guy is not just this fucking dude. He can make crap happen. He knows what he's doing.
You were serious about it.
Yeah. It's my life.
Yeah,
it is my life, and it's
like I joked about to Adam here when I was just like showing him something like, yo, this is who's gonna be our first guest,
right?
And it was like, I'm like, he's like, is his name Afro? And it was like, and I'm like, yeah, Drifting is his second name. Like, that's his last name.
Yeah,
that's just
and you know what? Like I hate my South African name and stuff. Like I hate it. I fucking hate it. It reminds me of stupid old shit that I don't give a fuck about.
Right. Well, I mean, and then even so, like when I met you, you're like, man, I don't think anybody calls me Afro. I didn't think I even found out your actual name.
No.
Till like a year after I knew you.
My
maybe?
kids,
something like that.
My kids go to school, and the new teacher would ask them, "What's your dad's name?" and they would go Afro.
Yeah. Well, that's your name.
Yeah. And they would go, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What color is he?"
Yeah,
you know, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like my kids, for the longest time, I'm very white right now.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, man, like if I go outside and I chill outside for 5 hours or so, I'll go brown.
Right.
Like dirt.
Yeah.
My kids thought I was African.
You probably do without suntan lotion.
Yeah, no, I don't use lotion. I don't need to.
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah, no, not here.
No.
Pussy ass shit.
No, but the sun here at a certain time of the year, it's pretty strong. But But it's only like an hour of the day kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
Where if you're on the equator,
you know by now that we have some very interesting weather.
Yeah, which is dope. It's like
it's variance.
City of all weathers, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like, I don't think I'll ever complain about the rain here. Like, because I've lived without water for so long.
Word.
You know, like anybody that complains about the rain in the Pacific Northwest can be a bitch. You can go die.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of bitch up here. There's a lot of bitches
it's
up
crazy.
Here.
And then when
I
it's
put myself in that pile a lot.
When it's hot, people trip. Like, oh, it's hot. Oh, it's snowing. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, come on. Grow a dick and fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Come on. What the hell?
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah,
dude, we live in heaven here, bro.
Oh yeah,
we live in heaven. It's crazy.
There's so much fucking from we're simply talking about having 4 seasons.
Yeah.
To fucking just being able to the wildlife that we have up here, the fucking nature and shit, right? So
and the views, man. Yeah. The views are nuts,
for sure.
Dude.
Yeah, so like even just on the fucking over now on the island, that must be a whole new sensory load.
Just finding new spots, just looking at new things. Here now, when it was pretty icy and stuff, there's a section that goes from, I want to say it's East Sook to Sook. There's this little bridge, and it's ocean, and then it goes into like inland.
Right.
But it doesn't go very deep. But it's trippy. When it's freezing, that whole area is frozen, and then this section's not.
Right. Okay.
But the bridge, right at the bridge, is where the freezing line stops. It's a trip.
Yeah.
Yo, I've filmed some spots out there that's just nuts, man.
Yeah, he's got the drone that I have, and you'll always just see some like little random fucking.
I love it.
Fucking awesome footage.
And I haven't explored that much at all.
No.
Yeah,
fucking more adventures this summer.
Yeah.
A lot
yeah,
more.
Please.
Fucking Joel's even on board.
Bring this man with. Let's go fucking.
Hell yeah.
Go hang out.
Go adventure.
Yeah,
we'll go
please.
We'll strap in some fucking actual drift cars.
Yeah,
we'll drift some small cars. We'll go on adventures. Like let's go do some shit.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'm down for
and even so, he still cruises around on his he got a new BMX a little while ago. So he's still
like
so we
a
could
week
even
ago.
We could go fucking
there's a bike park there's a semi weird little skate park.
Yeah, word.
There's a sick skate park in Victoria itself, man. There's a sick spot.
Yeah.
Like, just next level.
I haven't been to Victoria
forever, huh? You don't need to
over 10 years.
Here,
over 10 years at least.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, Victoria. So when I first stayed out here, I had an opportunity to go with a guy to Victoria Island or to Vancouver Island. I just said Victoria Island for all the haters. I went out there and hanged out with Platform Garage, which is Jewel. Shout out. And then me,
This is homie
Brad,
from that you showed me. No.
yeah.
I think, you would have saw him in the picture.
Yeah. Fucking went and hooked up with Josh Whitehead, which is Deadbeats, and then Platform Garage, which is Jewel. Hanged out with those guys at Josh's place, and then they were like, "Dude, stay as long as you want." Like
Just all these tight knit crews, eh?
Yo, it's all drift people, man.
That's
It's
awesome.
I've gone around this world with just hooking up with drift guys. Like,
The community's everywhere, eh?
yeah. Dude, and it doesn't matter what language you are, it's the same.
Yeah.
Japanese, same. Chinese, same. Fucking
Yeah.
Russian, same. Yeah, European, same people. Yeah,
It's cool
But
that
yeah,
like
fun.
things have that. Like I found that with skateboarding, right? Where
same thing.
You're like-
same family.
you may not even speak the same language, you know, and you're like, oh no way, you skateboard too. Like let's just skateboard. It's like you
Same.
just don't have to even speak. It's
Yeah.
just, oh, you drive, let's go drive together. You know, like
Word.
it's that common ground, that icebreaker, and you're just like, you get it too. Like, you know, it's cool, and it's with anything, you know.
Yeah, it's dope, man. I love it how, like you say, like we all wear the same clothing, we all
Yeah.
talk the same language. It's all the same, man. Same with like motocross guys, same with freaking surfing people. All of us are the same. It's dope.
Full circle shit. This is something that we actually talk about on the podcast a lot, is that if you kind of like, if you're fully in on something, if you kind of like zoom out of that situation and you zoom in on something else, everything's pretty much exactly the
Yeah.
same. It's just different fucking,
Just different genre
likes,
or different whatever,
you know,
right? Like,
everything's super fractal that way, which is super dope because like
it is, man.
you can get so lost in the sauce on one of them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
dude.
then not realize that there's this like other shit right beside you.
Yeah.
It's just like turn that
Yeah.
frequency over one little fucking guy, and all of a sudden it's like this whole new world, right?
It's like a lot of people go, "Oh, what? You drive remote control cars?" I go, "Yeah, dude. I've been doing it for years."
Yeah.
He goes, "Whoa, I didn't even know." I go, "Well, if you look at a game of chess, man, if you don't look for it, it's not there."
Yeah.
It's fucking
Facts.
same with drifting, same with scooters, whatever.
Anything. Like
same.
my mind was blown. I think I mentioned this to you last night, but my mind was blown when I found out that there's a large population in Japan that doesn't even know drifting exists per se.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, dude.
You know? Like,
Oh hell yeah.
Crazy.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, what?
Yo,
Wow.
there's parts of China that I've gone to, man. Skated down the road, and people are like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa." Yeah,
What is
Because you can just be
that?
so in your own bubble that you
People
just
don't know.
You don't know that's right there.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And so it's just like be open to shit. It's kind of like what you're talking about with almost like with opportunities and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Like you were looking for something better and always at the same time trying to search for what you wanted to
You
do.
have to, man. Otherwise,
So, I
like, why are
think
you even
that-
doing it?
Exactly. That's
Right?
fucking exactly it.
Yeah.
I think I've probably mentioned this many times on the podcast before, but like one of my absolute favorite things is that like they say the average person lives like 88 years or some
Right,
shit.
something like that.
And then it takes like about 10 to 11 years to become a master at something.
Yeah,
So technically,
you can be a
become
master 8 times, dude.
8 times
Yeah.
of 8 different things.
That's right.
So you get to choose what your little fucking deck exactly.
Yeah.
But how eclectic
So
and
between
interesting.
skating, riding BMX, drifting, RC cars, and talking shit, I'm on my way.
You still got 3 more, bro. You still got fucking 3 more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Yeah, no.
exactly. So,
And being a master at cussing.
hey,
Sure.
and we made some pretty bomb ass ramen last
I was
night.
gonna
Hell
say,
yeah.
and yeah, you could
You know?
get into making your own ramen.
Yeah, dude. It never
Yeah.
You
ends.
could perfect a ramen.
Have you guys watched that fucking? There's like a
Netflix documentary?
That one on the sushi guy, or no?
the ramen
I
guy,
haven't watched the ramen one.
bruh.
There's a ramen one.
Is it
The guy from New York.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ivan ramen. Yeah.
Dude,
Damn.
what a bomb ass documentary,
I'm
man!
gonna have
Like
to
it
fucking check
blew
that
my
out
mind away.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
I've brought it up before.
Was it World Taste, World Food?
Mind of a Chef.
Mind of a Chef.
Yeah, I think it's Mind
That's
of a
it.
Chef. Yeah, the Ivan ramen
Yeah.
dude.
Dude, that guy's
Yeah.
a beast.
This is the dude from New York, moved to Japan.
A must watch for sure.
Okay, I think I do.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I find
he
that's
just
so inspirational,
kind
man.
of pioneered his own way of doing ramen over there that was different.
Yeah.
And yeah, I definitely brought it up before because he has a very interesting story where he had a wife and she was pregnant, and then I told you she got sick.
She got
and then went to the hospital and ended up dying like the next day.
Yeah, dude.
And like he had like a really sad backstory, and then
eventually
like now has another wife and like kids with this new woman. But yeah, he just killed it with this ramen business, and they were like,
dude, it's so crazy. He goes, pretty much makes the dopest crap, masters it, and goes, "Yep, that's enough."
Yeah, and he was
moves
like,
back to New York.
Yeah,
trip like real.
Yeah, closed the shop.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I don't think it's still there out there, but
like did what he was set out to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he talks about when it started,
So
and he had people like coming out when it opened up because they were like, "Who the fuck is this white guy opening up a ramen
like,
shop?" So people would come and be like, "What the fuck?" And then some dude,
a critic,
some local like Japanese critic was just like, "What the fuck is this? You made this?" And then
blew him up, man.
Yeah, the whole like world pretty much was like, "Who is this guy?" Like the whole like, you know, where did you come? You came from out of nowhere, but little did people know this guy had been working towards this.
He's not on mainstream Shibuya or anything like that, right? He's like offbeat.
Yeah.
In the middle of like back streets kind of deal.
Yeah. So you hear about
swung it.
But Japan is a lot of that.
Yeah,
it's like literally like hole in the wall spots.
This is true.
Right? And you're like,
because the zoning laws are so relaxed over there. That's why. Yeah. You can have a fucking
and a lot of it's
house
word
and
of
a
mouth,
restaurant.
you know, and people find these spots, and they could be in the weirdest, hard to find areas, like barely even advertised, and they'll just be thriving.
Yeah. Jamming, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I was just
as soon as this show's done, man. As soon as the show's done.
Yeah, I was like, I came over, you said the R word, and I'm like, yo, bro, let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Especially today, man. You got like a kind of cold, wet day. You're just like, yo,
broth day.
Down.
Man. There's one spot here in Vancouver that's pretty sick. Like, it's on a corner.
There's a couple good ramen spots. There's one I went to in Richmond called G-Man, which is really good.
G-Man, yeah, I've heard of G-Man.
And then I forget the name of this other spot I went to in Burnaby. There was another one, kind of down the block from that Metrotown Mall.
Huh.
But there are definitely like some spots.
Yeah.
Like really good spots.
And then that one that you went to, you showed me in Nanaimo.
On the island?
Kuma.
Yeah.
That's my buddy's place. Yeah. Shout out Kuma.
Oh.
Yeah.
It would be.
It's just outside of Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So sick. Oh my god.
Dude.
He's into cars too. He has like he has a fully built Subaru. Like super built, like sick thing. Yeah.
Like mines.
Yeah.
Dude.
Cars.
Kenny.
Send nudes.
So much lately. Just like the proper send nudes.
Noodle.
Dude.
I mean send nudes, but send nudes.
Yeah, send some nudes.
now I want some.
Hey Marissa, send me some nudes. Yeah, dude.
What?
Where do you? I mean, I can keep on going. This is.
What are we looking at here? We're at fucking about 2:30.
So I don't know. Fucking, we can either. I think if anything, let's call it for now, and we'll have a part 2 for damn sure because we're coming up on 2.5 hours already.
Maybe we'll do the part 2 and go over there.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah, we can make my garage into a studio real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I just need to figure out a portable.
I have lights.
Well, yeah, we'll get it. We'll get all the whole thing going. We'll figure some shit out. Regardless, I'm gonna be heading back over to the island for lots more adventures. We'll drag this little guy over there,
please.
But I don't know if fucking you do want to send Afro some stickers or some shit. You can hit him up on Instagram.
Yeah, or even you can email me at afroslide@bc.gmail.com.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Afroslide Instagram or Afroslide on fucking Facebook.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't friend request me because I don't accept them.
Yeah, no. and expect some Afroisms if you do end up talking to them.
Yeah.
Instamatically be right.
And if you want car tips, I can try and help you. I promise.
It's facts. But yeah, man, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it, dude.
Fucking, we'll have a little ramen party after this shit.
Yeah, would. Snack attack time.
Snack attack, medevac. And as always, like to fucking thank our sponsors for today's podcast.
Yeah, thank you, sponsors.
And Twitch Prime. If you are on Twitch, make sure to subscribe to us and all that other shit. You can find me and this guy on all the other socials and stuff. And we will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
Peace.